Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
If you farted, I'd puke. If you picked your nose,
No more now, though? You find out?
oh my God, I'm an advocate of all that.
What? Get a mic on it. What did you try to do? Yeah, you...
No, let her go. Let her go. Let her go.
She's screaming.
I'm not supposed to be doing this. No, right there.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
This is Flight 209er. We're in trouble. We've got to have all traffic below us cleared.
Is there anyone on board who knows how to fly a plane? Is there anyone on board who knows how to fly a plane?
Everyone panic.
I'm sorry to bother you. I was just looking for someone with flying experience. Do you know anything about planes?
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Our exclusive coverage of Miracle on the Hudson begins.
Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
We have information that the geese were trained by Al-Qaeda. We're going to be sending troops to Gooseland.
That was meant to happen yesterday because Bush was on TV pretty much saying goodbye to the nation. It's
No one cared.
No
No
one
one
cared.
watched. No one did anything.
That poor guy. I'm starting to feel sorry for President Bush. 4 days to go. He's on TV. He has to mention the Miracle on the Hudson.
Here's my big day.
Right.
Here's my swan song.
Oh, where do we begin? Well, I'll begin with this. Anthony's a complete buzzkill. I come in a little lighter, just kind of like, wow, we experienced something special yesterday here in New York City.
It was.
And Ant's like, let me tell you something.
All I'm saying, look.
I'm like, you're such a buzzkill. Remember we were talking about hope and trying to be a little more positive yesterday? That's what Obama brings to a lot of people. I'm not saying everybody.
Oh, did Obama have something to do with this?
Obama president now.
Is that the miracle of Obama that kept the plane from breaking up and everything?
Hey, they say he's the Messiah. Maybe that's his first miracle, my friend.
That's his first miracle.
You never know.
Great.
You never know. But I was feeling a little good, you know. Everyone survived. It was like it's just a perfect story.
They were all going to Charlotte. Who cares? It's not like they were going to a city anyone gives a crap about.
It's a nice story, though. With all the crap going on lately, it's like, wow, we get something really nice.
Well, it is.
Everyone survives. You got that pedophile-looking pilot. He's a hero today. Sully.
Good old Sully.
Sully rules.
Hey, Sully.
Can I come in? I'm
Sully.
ready to discuss it with Ann a little bit before he come on the air. And he's like, let me tell you. What were you saying? I want you to repeat what you were saying.
Well, I got to set it up a little bit because I watched all the coverage.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched coverage up the yin-yang, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was just like, wow, this is a miracle, amazing that this pilot was able to do this, and it's a miracle. And I'm not downplaying what the pilot did, because he did. He brought that thing in. It was amazing.
He had to go with that left turn, drastic left turn, and go, we're going river.
And
we're landing in the river.
He had zero wind.
Nice.
No wind.
All right.
Completely calm river. There wasn't a white cap or a ripple to be found on the river yesterday. It's completely flat. And he had the widest, longest runway in the world. The Hudson River. Yeah, you got to think quick, which he did. Very experienced pilot.
You really
the guy
are
did a great job.
Buzzkill.
But
you're a buzzkill.
If there was any wind yesterday or any waves or whitecaps on that river, that friggin' thing would have cartwheeled.
You know what?
But
Sully would have figured it out.
Yes, Sully is amazing.
Sully rules.
I'm saying, look, Sully is amazing. But with a water landing, especially with your engines like that, the engines hit first.
Yeah.
That's why they always, whenever you see a water landing, you see that 767 that was hijacked that hit the water, but it was an ocean that it went down in, so a lot of waves. He came in, and he had a wing dip down because of the wind, and a wave hit the one engine, and it spins the plane around and breaks up into 1,000 pieces. You're hitting it like 170 miles an hour. He was able to bring it in and pretty much put both the engines in the water at the same time.
He had to stay calm to do that, my friend.
No wind. No, he didn't.
Hell yeah.
He landed like he was landing on a runway. The guy had a glide slope that could have gone down to the Verrazano Bridge. The guy, he touched down to like 48th Street. He could have gone down to the Battery.
I love Sully.
Sully landed a plane.
I will fight both of you today.
Sully landed a plane in the water.
What makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside if this doesn't? This is a nice story for everybody.
I'm not downplaying that. I'm not.
Not one death. They said this hasn't happened in 45 years where there's been a water landing and everybody surviving.
Amazing, especially when you have 18,000 ferries converging on it in a second.
Maybe Sully figured that out too. He's like, you know what?
Sully didn't figure that out.
He's like,
Sully looked and said, I gotta land here. Sully made a great decision. That's what Sully did. He made a great decision. Don't try to hit Teterboro, which would have been hysterical to see that plane just barrel into Pat from Munaki's trailer at the end of the runway. Because that thing wasn't going to land at Teterboro without overshooting it. And figuring he wasn't going to make Newark either. So he makes the turn.
A drastic left turn.
He's got about 3,500 feet when the engines quit on.
Yeah.
He makes the turn and does what a pilot does. Lands the goddamn plane. He did a great job. I'm saying he did a fantastic job. I'm not downplaying it.
Well, they got to say it's a water landing, first of all.
It was a water landing.
The media is calling this kind of a crash, but it really was a water landing.
It's a crash. If you take off and both your engines blow and you're in the Hudson River 2 minutes later, you crashed. It's an unscheduled. What is it? It's an unscheduled landing. No,
yes,
it crashed.
Please.
I thought you'd come in kind of like, wow, that was so cool. Look at that. Look at that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sit here in the Hudson for a while. There seems to be a ship in our pier. Once that pulls out, we'll be able to taxi into the pier.
Yeah, wow.
And I got to say, look, I understand that. I know that you're probably a little tired of hearing about Sully. But to have both engines blow.
Yeah.
And to be as close as this guy was to Newark and to LaGuardia, and for his plane to be in such bad shape, he couldn't hit either. To navigate between Manhattan and not make a bad... That was amazing. It was amazing.
He was
over the river.
Well, he had to get over the river. That's some split-second decision-making.
He couldn't make Newark Airport. And that is literally...
Yeah.
You could throw a rock and hit Newark Airport.
Yeah.
He couldn't make Newark. It was a great decision because he would have had to go over some real estate.
And you know how crazy that is to go, wow, I'm going to, take a drastic left and I'm going to land this in the river.
The guy was...
It's not a good day to land in the river.
It's nippy.
He's got to be assuming that a lot of my passengers are going to die from something. It was what? Less than 20 degrees yesterday. The water, some people saying 40, but I heard it was just over 32, 33 degrees.
He was able to he had a lot of room. He wasn't dropping. He didn't have a short runway. He was able to bring it in very shallow. That's why the thing didn't break up at all.
Also had plane full of fuel. Was able to dump fuel at all. It's heavy. He was way too heavy to land, and he's hitting the water. It's like concrete.
Yeah.
No wheel.
And they said they hit the water going about 125 miles an hour. Everybody hit their head.
The fuel helped actually helped the plane stay buoyant.
Why are you such a buzzkill?
Maybe right.
It did.
Come on.
The fuel helped the plane stay
Join the
buoyant.
happy side today.
But the fact
this
that
is
it didn't break
one.
up or cause
yes,
a big
this is a very good story.
Exactly. But I'm just saying.
Come on, his name's Chesley B. Sully Sullenberger III.
When I saw his face, I went,
rules.
Thank God.
Yeah.
That's the pilot I want to see. I get into a plane.
I kind of understand. I kind of understand what you're saying, but he didn't panic. He wasn't a panicky Pete.
Yeah.
No,
and thank God,
pilots.
Thank God he wasn't a panicky Pete, because a lot of the faithful listeners were trying to figure this out, and you were absolutely correct. This freaking water landing crash into the Hudson River literally happened outside my apartment and Jimmy's apartment. We live right next to each other.
I hate to bust your bubble, Opie. 1 million people saw that thing land in the river.
That's great. I was right there.
It's.
What are you jealous because I saw stupid?
Jealous. It's the west side of Manhattan. You ate that. It's like saying I saw the World Trade Center.
You're not even impressed with. You're not even impressed with that.
You got a window that overlooks the river. What do you think? Your little house on the prairie?
Great. I was one of the lucky ones that I didn't get to see it myself, but my girl and
so it's hearsay.
No, my girl saw it, and a bunch of people from Philly saw it.
From Philly?
And they were
impossible. What kind of telescopes were they using?
And they were panicky Pete's, and they could have got this on video, but they couldn't figure out how to work my stupid video camera. And then after the whole thing was over, they're like, one of the guys from Philly goes, "Oh my God, my phone takes video, and it was right in my pocket."
Choked.
That's what people think, though. You don't panic when you're seeing a plane.
What would you do? Pull out your flip phone.
Yeah.
In a second. Or pull out the flip cam. Boom, boom, on.
Why are you so angry today? This is a great story.
I'm not angry. I'm just laughing at you.
Why? I think it's...
Dude. From my apartment. Look at the west side of Manhattan. How many windows are there?
All right. Well, how many people live in Manhattan?
Look at the Henry Hudson Parkway.
I bet you there was less than 1,000 people that actually saw this thing.
Are you kidding me?
Saw this thing land in the water.
I bet
because most people weren't looking that way.
I bet 1 million people
Hell
saw
no.
The Jersey side.
Hell no. Not everyone's at their window at that time. A lot of people are working and elsewhere.
I bet 1 million people.
All right, then why don't we have video of it crashing yet?
Because everyone's stupid.
All right, if 1 million people saw it, you're not one person has a video camera, a video of this?
I saw video from the Henry Hudson. Somebody actually didn't get it going in the water, but it got it very low coming in.
Right.
Really?
Over the GWB, yeah.
Why didn't they get it in the water? Why they turn it off? This isn't interesting.
Trees in the way. He was going the other way up the Henry Hudson, and somebody was taping it.
Oh, okay.
I bet in time there will be video.
Security camera.
Oh, we'll see.
Shows up.
Maybe they're negotiating right now.
Yeah, somebody's negotiating.
When this went down, the plane was 20 feet over the water.
By the way, the first person I thought of was Opie when I found out where this was, because I know where his apartment is. We have the buildings next to us, but sometimes one of the people on the show lives a lot higher than the other one does and sees the river. And I thought,
my apartment faces the river. This thing
20 blocks away.
Not even. It was like 15 blocks away in the end. And my girl was actually on the phone with 911 going, "This thing's crashing." She was actually on 911 before it hit the water. And then she's screaming, girl. And I'm like, she's going to be on TV. She's going to be the 911 call they all play. And she doesn't want any of that type of attention whatsoever. But she literally was on when the plane hit, going, "Oh my God," screaming, being that person. So then we had detectives call because she called 911. Then we had the media calling our house because I guess they work together. You want to go on CNN. There was the whole thing going on. No, she ain't going to do any of that stuff.
That's anonymous. I would have.
She doesn't want to do any of that stuff.
CNN, they were too busy with that one chubby guy. 80,000 times the same story. Yeah, well, I was just trying to nod off when all of a sudden, all right, shut up, chubby guy. Heard his story 8,000 times watching the news.
Oh, that's all right there?
Yeah, no.
But then I ran home and just watching that plane in the water like that, I was like, what the F?
Yeah. Well, standing on the wings like, ooh, my feeties are getting chilly.
Yeah. And then Sully just confident, he just walks through the plane twice before he leaves.
Yeah.
Last guy to leave the plane.
How come I'm looking on eBay and I see this guy named Sully selling 500 laptops?
I know. A bunch of wet seat cushions with logs on them.
Sully's got jewelry for sale and all kinds of goodies.
Rumor has it
DVD players.
Rumor has it one lady refused to leave the plane until she got her luggage. These type of stories are coming out now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. What did she have, a laptop?
I don't know, probably her carry-on. She's like, I ain't leaving until I get my carry-on.
This guy said he had to basically shove her down the aisle because she was grabbing her luggage and she was screaming, "Go get my purse!" He actually went back and got
her in the mouth.
We talked about this when the last plane incident happened, and those are the people that are going to end up killing you. The ones that refuse to do the right thing and want to wait for somebody else that happens to be on the plane with them. You just got to go and hope for the best for everybody.
Isn't that 2 in a row? No fatalities?
Yeah,
yep,
well.
Continental in this
wow.
one.
That third one's going to be a charm. What's going to happen? 5 planes are going to collide at 35,000 feet.
Yeah. And blow up and land on a school gathering. Or we do.
Oh, Jiminy Cricket.
My old college roommate's in town, so we went to dinner last night, and he has to fly out today, and he's freaking out. And then there was someone else in my apartment, and they had to fly today as well, and they're freaking out. I'm like, are you kidding me? Today is the best day to fly ever.
Perfect day
to
fly.
The day after one of these incidents, trust me, it's perfect. Nothing's going to happen. The odds of 2 of these happening in 2 days, you can't even do that math.
Miracle followed by tragedy today. What?
Now that I said that, right?
What?
Do you know, I realized I didn't know there was I had no idea this happened because at the time, let's just say I was engaging in something. I was engaging in something that men do in prison, except I was doing it with a girl. And it was fun.
I actually read that on one of the message boards.
What?
Because people were wondering if you were okay.
Oh my
they
God.
know you fly a lot and all that. And you actually sent out a little message that I'm fine.
I was fly U.S. Air though.
No, why would I? They wound up in the water,
flying into the river.
Exactly. Please, there's too many connecting flights. Who wants to go from LaGuardia to 48th Street? That's just silly. Which, incidentally, that was actually faster if you know New York than driving down the West Side Highway at that hour.
Of course, it was
more efficient. I did send out a Say Now blast. I totally forgot about that. I made a call.
The phones are lit.
People know about this?
A little bit. We're going to take a quick break. Go right to the phones. We got Governor Patterson just screwing up his line.
His big line.
Maybe we could get...
He should have practiced it. Mr. Faversham.
What was the line?
You got to hear it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, well... I mean, just to help Jim, it was like
apparently the mouth bone's connected to the eye bone on the old governor.
We should just set this up to just mess with his head. Governor, there was no plane incident, you silly goose.
And I think Bloomberg was charging the passengers a rescue tax, and then actually charged them for the ferry ride back.
Probably.
And Patterson's standing there on the East River saying, where are the people?
Where's the hoopla?
Hoopla.
Where is it? No, but he said something like, well, we once had a miracle on 34th Street. Now we have Miracle Hudson.
Miracle River.
He just blew the line.
Oh, it's one big history line, and he just blew it.
That's one thing we want to do today. There's more examples of people blowing their big line. There was one recently where it was a perfect... the O.J. Simpson... The big O.J. Simpson, guilty thing.
Orenthal,
blew it. The big historic thing. Whenever they play the tape, you got to hear her stammering
through Orenthal. I think there's a few others out there too. Maybe we can play some of those because man, the Gov, he blew it.
Actually, all 12 of those juries blew their big line when they said not.
And Larry King. Ugh.
I watched Larry King.
Anthony brings the hypothermia discussion with Larry King to the table today. So,
in stunned delight, I watched this dolt ask the most inane questions of his group of professionals.
This is our exclusive coverage of Miracle on the Hudson with the Opie and Anthony show. Yeah, that's right. No one else is doing this today. We're the only show. So stay right here.
Yes.
Opie and Anthony. Good for you. You picked the place to listen today, man. This is exclusive coverage.
Oh, yeah, no one else.
Of Miracle on the Hudson.
No one else is actually even covering this at all.
Hell no. This is what you do with something like this. What?
Yes.
Stephen S. from Bayshore. If Sully was a real hero, the geese would have survived as well. What about the geese? What happened to the geese?
You know, nobody's bringing up the fact that a lot of geese died. I bet Pete is protesting Sully.
Oof. I want to know how many geese he took out.
Thanks, Canada. Again, stupid Canadians sending their goddamn big, stupid, dumb birds down.
Yeah, at this point, Canada, just stay out of our way, please.
Keep your geese up there.
You're messing with everything.
They're a little chilly. They fly down here into our engines.
Mm-hmm.
Enough with your stupid geese. They were probably stoned. Canadians, you pot-smoking.
How many geese do you think Sully took out?
Oh!
To take out 2 engines. Because you were telling me, like, to test the engines, they do the frozen turkey thing, right?
They fire frozen turkeys into engines to test out, to make sure that they actually work in a bird strike. To see if they can survive a bird strike, they have a thing that fires frozen turkeys into jet engines.
Who builds that machine for a living?
Ted's Frozen Turkey Shooting Gun Emporium.
We shoot frozen turkeys at whatever objects you need them fired at, Bob.
They shoot them at the windshields, too, to make sure, to see if the windshields can take a hit from Big Bird. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them.
So why can't we have those windshields? Why does a lousy pebble mess us up?
I don't know, so people can fly through them dramatically.
Yeah. Oh, good point. Hey, Kevin from Connecticut, I mean, you're going to get a few of these lines today. Sully was quoted as saying, "See, Corey Lytle, that's how it's done."
Oh!
All right, let's go to the phones. They've been chomping at the bit. We'll start with Paul in Jersey. Paul, how are you?
Hey there, Paul.
Good morning, guys. Jimmy, what's up, my man?
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Good. Listen. What makes his guy so amazing is that he only had one chance. It's not like he was able to bring it back up if he couldn't get it right. He got one chance down. Everybody was fine. No injuries, nothing. And the second thing is, what's more amazing than him bringing it down onto the river is that everybody was claiming to be the first responder on 911. No matter what station you turn to, everybody claimed to be the first responder. It was amazing.
Yeah, well, my girl's in the running, I'm telling you.
They actually, people started when they call in 911, they couldn't take any more calls.
Right.
They had so many people calling even before the plane hit. People just knew and started dialing away. 911.
I'll bet you that when Sully called the air traffic people, I bet you they were on the horn before the plane, when they said, we've taken 2 gooses to the engine.
2 silly geese.
2 silly geese have caused a bit of a to-do. I and my creepy mustache.
We're here at the site of the to-do.
Yes. We're going to head into... Oh, the media was so repulsive yesterday.
Ugh.
One of the things, because there's no death for them to report, and this is honestly what one of the reporters said. He's on the phone with somebody, and he goes, well, were there any elderly passengers that may have some kind of a delayed reaction heart attack in the next couple of days?
You're not kidding.
No, I'm dead serious.
They were so upset that it wasn't a complete disaster. I mean, they like the whole miracle story is great.
Yeah.
They finally went with that. But in between the time that the crash and then the time that they realized no one was hurt, they were just in a tizzy trying to find out how many dismembered bodies were going to come washing up onto Manhattan. And then they realized, everybody's fine. And then they went with that story. But I heard the same thing. Injury, I heard there was an infant on board.
Yes.
Was the infant thrown into the engine to kind of flush the geese out? Is it true they used the soft spot on the baby's head to bash the geese away? Just horrible people, the press. Horrid people.
They stink. Let's go to Dan in Houston. He wants to argue with you a little bit, Anthony. Go ahead, Dan.
All right.
He's a pilot.
No need to argue with me. I wasn't saying this wasn't amazing, but go ahead there, Dan.
No, I was going to say, I mean, it's not an easy thing. Like Opie said, I'm a pilot. I was actually on this show, the last show of the year last year.
Okay.
Corporate pilot. You got
yeah.
I remember you. No, I don't. No, go ahead. What's up?
Landing an airplane in the water without it breaking up is not an easy thing to do because you sort of got to come down and stay above the water and bleed enough airspeed off before you actually get into the water.
Don't you understand, though, as a pilot, that this was the ideal set of circumstances for a water landing in that situation? With the weather, the conditions on the river, the width of the river, and the fact that you had a veteran pilot. He really wasn't doing much different than landing the plane on a runway, except on the water. And he had a very short period of time to make a decision. But it was an ideal circumstance for what had to happen. If there was wind or whitecaps, because I've seen that river look like the ocean on windy days.
Sure.
where one engine would have hit before the other one did and spun that thing around. That's when it breaks up. This guy did a great job. I'm not downplaying it. I'm just saying, like, he did his job without a hitch. So just like a pilot lands his plane on a runway every day, and they do a great job doing that. He did a great job.
So you're not calling it a miracle on the Hudson like the governor is?
The miracle part of it is the fact that no one was hurt, because there is an impact. There is, it's not as smooth as a runway, that's for sure. You're stopping really quickly. You're not rolling out, that's for sure.
There's a bit of hypothermia.
Yeah, the water's cold. But, again, New York City, there's ferries all over the place. The boats were all over that plane before the cops reached it.
Well, the thing with that river, if he would have put it down more north, those people would have been in deep trouble. He hit the place where the ferries are just rocking back and forth all day long. But when you get further north toward the George Washington Bridge, there's none of that going on. They would have been in that water a lot longer. A lot longer.
Well,
that's true. I mean, it was an ideal situation. So
it was ideal. I mean, if you get
if you're going to land in the river, he hit the perfect spot to land in the river.
Yeah.
With the ferries, I mean, the ferries right there, right next to the Intrepid. If people have checked that out when they come to New York City,
and that's another thing. The guy did have a long glide slope, and that's why he was able to not have this thing bust apart on him.
Yeah.
If he came down hard, that thing was coming apart. The thing came down very, very gently. Like you say, bleeding off speed. The guy...
You need distance for that.
Yeah.
In order to bleed off speed, you need distance. And I mean...
He had from the GWB to the Verrazano.
Yeah,
that's a long runway. I think Edwards Air Force Base runway is shorter than that.
He had to avoid the GWB. Yeah. He was about less than 1,000 feet over that.
Yeah, that must have been.
And dropping fast. Thank you, Dan. This is the governor. The governor blew his line.
Oh, this is fantastic. His history-making line.
Sure.
This is something you want to say that gets replayed
for decades.
And it's a historic thing when this story comes up. And he blew it!
And all he had to do was practice his line all the way down to, like, the crash site or whatever, the landing site. And this is how it came out yesterday.
There is an heroic pilot who saved himself and approximately 154 other passengers this afternoon. We've had a miracle on 34th Street. I believe now we've had a miracle in the Hudson. This was potentially a very tragic incident. This pilot somehow, without any engines, was able to land this plane, and perhaps without any serious injuries to any of the passengers.
Mm-hmm. He screwed up because he goes
43rd.
Miracle on 40. Where are we?
Yeah.
Because he's blind. He has no idea.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a miracle on the Long Island Expressway.
Yeah.
What?
Miracle on 42nd Street. I picked up a hooker. It actually was a woman.
Let's say hi to Zimmer in Jersey. Zimmer.
Yeah. I was driving home yesterday, listening to Headline News, and the guy dropped the S-bomb twice.
Yeah, and then they have to apologize. And the media is so out of touch because then they have
dude, he survived the plane crash. Let him curse.
They're so out of touch. Exactly what Ann said, because now they're apologizing because a survivor of a quote plane crash cursed on the air. I think we'll all let it slide.
Who's apologizing? The news?
Yes, because they're so out of touch.
What did the potty mouth pig say?
That's a real.
Drop the S-bomb.
That's a real moment. You just you just move on. No one's going to complain because
it's real language. It's the way people talk when they're crawling from a plane in frozen water.
Right, and you're sitting there apologizing because the guy used some salty language.
Oh, well, he said the S word.
Yeah. I think we can forgive the guy. I think his feet are like still thawing. This is how it went down, though.
You were on the plane?
Yeah.
Can you please repeat what happened?
Yeah, man. We were flying out from LaGuardia to Charlotte, and about 3 or 4 minutes into the flight, the left engine just blew. Fire, flames coming out of it, and I was looking right at it because I was sitting right there. And it just started smelling a lot like gasoline. And a couple minutes after that, the pilot said, "You guys got to brace for a hard impact." And that's when everyone started, to be honest, saying prayers and looked over the water, and we thought we had a chance because, there was some water, and got to give it to the pilot, man. He made a hell of a landing.
What was the landing like?
Scary.
Scary as, and then he dropped the S-bomb.
Of course.
Oh, that's funny.
But it describes it perfectly. How else do you describe that, right? And then, of course.
Okay, obviously it was live television and also a raw soundbite, so you did hear some emotional words from a passenger who survived what happened this afternoon. Jeff from Norwalk, Connecticut.
There you go. Well, whatever, man. Let the guy curse.
Steph, thank you so much. Good hustle to get that sound in. And, yeah, we did have a little bit of raw language, but under the circumstances.
All right, don't worry about it.
No one's finding you.
It's just gone through less than or just about an hour ago.
Understandable passion.
Shut the F up, you dope.
18 levels of apologies and rationalizing what the guy just said. We understand. Who the hell's complaining? Whoever complains should be thrown into a jet engine.
Yes,
thrown into the river.
Uncooked little butterball.
Oh.
Do you think that a turkey in his life, when he's running around, like, gobbling, whatever those retard birds do, because they are worthless. Even if you don't eat one for Thanksgiving, you should kick it. What do you think the odds are that he thinks that giant bird he sees flying over, he'll someday be just thrown into the engine?
Yeah.
What are the odds?
That's a little test. And we're going to use you.
Yeah.
You're going to be in the aviation industry. He's all excited, thinking he's going to be the first turkey pilot.
He's been spared.
Yeah, I've been spared. I'm not going to be eaten. This is wonderful. Wonder if they're going to send me into outer space. And here you go. Oh, look, I'm in my spaceship. They've shoved me in my rocket ship for launch. Yeah.
Right into
the fan blades.
I was going to say, right into a heavy-duty fan. But, at this point...
Hold on, to interrupt you, they just interviewed on TV the pilot's neighbor.
Oh, really?
Why?
Pilot's neighbor.
Why are they interviewing the pilot's neighbor?
What an ass this guy is. He doesn't cut his lawn.
Yeah. He's had our weed whacker for 2 years. Sully's a bum.
Sully rules.
Yeah, if you see him, tell him, give me back my rake.
When he's not drinking or having young Vietnamese friends over, he's all right, I suppose.
Let's see what the neighbor has to say about Sully. Sully definitely rules today.
I don't know. Yeah, he might have done a good job, but he's a drunk.
Yeah. Real drunk in a tranny chaser. Of course he went into the river. Probably saw a guy in a dress he liked.
Got distracted, right? If I was the mayor of the city, I would be giving Sully some, I would be bringing some women to his hotel room, wherever the hell he is.
I did, by the way, see the plane.
You went last night?
Yeah, I did go.
Because now it's just hanging out in the water.
Yeah, they kind of fastened it to a
down near
dock.
Chambers Street, I believe.
Well, I had to find the police block a lot of the area off, of course, so I had to park and we had to walk. And it was like minus 30.
Yeah,
and,
very cold.
And we got to see this little... I'm like, where is it? And the guy's like, right there. And it was like a piece of the wingtip sticking out. And I'm like, that's the plane. And the cop's like, I want to cross the street. And that was the whole thing with the plane.
Oh, God.
That was it.
Why? What are you going to do if you get too close to the plane?
The plane in the water.
Kenny had a good one, actually. He was saying Jimmy was mad because he couldn't get a picture with the plane. put his little arm around the wing. Yeah, I didn't want to take a picture with me. Screw him.
Let's say hi to Terry the trucker. Terry.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Pretty good, Terry.
Hey, I was thinking about what's the odds, I'm not from New York, but how lucky did he get there was room, that thing wasn't full of ferries and boats stuff to land that thing in the middle of the river.
It is the ferry route, I'm telling you. For all the people that commute to Manhattan from Jersey, these ferries just go back and forth all day long. They kind of cross each other in the middle of the river every, 5 or 10 minutes. So, yeah, I think that part of it is a miracle, too, that he didn't hit it into any of those ferries.
Ant's right. This was just a great landing. If it was a miracle, it would have been a miracle if he landed on 7th Avenue.
Yeah, that's a miracle.
Yes.
Wow. All right, man. Thank you.
One of the
too.
One of the best pictures was taken from a telescope from some woman on 57th and 7th.
Mm-hmm.
She was like
57th and 7th.
Yeah.
That's like
we
our
used
old
to work.
That's our old joint.
So it's on the 40-something floor.
That must be
44th floor.
Uh-huh.
And she had a camera hooked up to a telescope and got that picture of them all standing out on the wing. But, yeah, it's pretty far in. It's like Midtown.
Well, sure. She is. A camera on a telescope?
I know. That's what all I was thinking is, why do they have a camera hooked up to a telescope all ready to go, raring to go on the 40-something floor?
How bad do you need a picture of Saturn? Why don't you tell us what you're really doing with that telescope?
Yeah. Yes.
You naughty, naughty lady.
Dirty girl, aren't you?
Right next to it, she has a bunch of rolling pins and things of that shape.
A lot of people want to call it a landing. Let's, come on. Let's stay positive today. We saw something pretty special yesterday. It was amazing. Amazing.
When you're darting with a ham sandwich to get on board.
Right.
And 15 minutes later, you're knee deep in frozen water. You crashed. You crashed. Two birds flew through the engines, and what are the odds? I mean, birds will fly into a plane, but both engines going.
That's crazy.
And they were all over the windshield and inside the cabin. I don't know how the birds got in there.
They said it was a flock.
Well, it was probably that lousy band.
A flock of geese,
seagulls.
I think God realized that we're starting to lose faith in him, and he said, "All right, look what I could do for you." Gave us a little peek at his magic, and now he's going to go back to sleeping.
You're not giving Sully credit?
Yeah. Sully rules. I love Sully.
You know what I wish? I wish it was two pterodactyls, and they had been amazingly rare birds, and these big dummies flew into a plane engine, and are now gone forever.
I want to know what happened to the geese. Look at this guy's name. God. Captain Chesley Sully Sullenberger the Third.
Sully. Probably had Sully on his helmet when he was an F-4 Phantom pilot.
Of course.
Yeah, Sully. Call sign Sully.
Let's say hi to Brooklyn Ace. Brooklyn!
Hey, what's up, boys?
How are you,
Hey,
buddy?
listen, I was almost on that flight. I took US Air last month, and I was going to fly to Charlotte yesterday. You know they're coming, boys. You know they're coming.
Yeah.
A little known fact, when I went on my honeymoon, I did take a U.S. Airway flight to Charlotte.
Wow.
See? That's crazy, right?
I saw a U.S. Airways plane. I saw one once.
We're trying to get the more of the unique spin on this whole thing. And, of course, you're going to get all the 9/11 and, references over and over again.
What could have been?
You touch upon a point that Tim and I had discussed, that if you were here in the metropolitan area on September 11th, you'll probably never look at a plane flying low again, and that certainly crosses the minds of everyone who saw that.
No, it didn't.
No, I didn't think that at all.
Witnesses struck by how smooth it was, and yet taken aback at how low this plane was flying, and of course the memories of September 11th, too vivid for too many people who live here in the tri-state area.
That's a different channel, by the way.
Too vivid for what?
And
terrorists go, we are going to destroy the river.
Right. Third channel.
Witnesses watched as the plane began a gradual descent, reviving memories for some of September 11th.
It's coming down, just right in the water.
Yep. Fourth News Network.
So obviously you see a jet flying low in the area and you think, okay, something is seriously wrong here.
Absolutely. In fact, my first reaction was terrorism because I was here for 9/11.
That's a guy, though. That's not the news people.
First reaction.
Fifth different news network.
Now, I can imagine what's going through your mind seeing a low-flying plane on the Hudson River, and you're thinking September 11th. A lot of people who saw that day.
How about we think of it as a separate incident? Why do you have to tie everything in? Just because it makes for a better story, I understand, right?
Normally the airliners are quite high up, and this was really a few hundred feet off the river, and immediately I said, this is a problem. First you think September 11th.
I guess in all fairness, though, they said that, they went right down the Hudson River before they hit the Twin Towers?
Yeah, isn't that nice to know there was no scrambled jets or anything? I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, man, the guy could have just made a quick left turn and smashed into a building.
Into anything.
If it was, hijacked or something. And again, it was quick, but there didn't seem to be anything we could do about it.
Sully circled the Chrysler building twice, then flew back into the river.
No signs of terrorism. But with that in mind, you're on the 29th floor of a Manhattan building and seeing a low-flying airliner. I know what I would have been thinking right there. Were you thinking this was something more than an accident?
Seeing that plane flying at a low level over the Hudson River between Manhattan and New Jersey, saying to themselves, remembering what happened on September 11th, 2001, saying to themselves, oh my God, what is happening now?
Thank you, Wolf Blitzer. Finally, you had a situation for the Situation Room, didn't you?
as it's descending at about 170 miles an hour instead of up a lot higher, doing about 500 miles an hour.
Right.
I think there's a difference there.
I like the fact that Wolf Blitzer specified it was September 11th, 2001.
Right.
Because when you say September 11th, people a lot of times will have tendency to think of the one in 94.
Yeah.
Where there was that great Mets game. You're an idiot, Wolf.
Right.
Just say 9/11. We get it.
Right. Yeah, September 11, 1999 wasn't as important as the one in 2001.
Everyone here remembers what happened on 9/11.
Yeah,
you see a low-flying passenger jet, and you have to think worry a bit about, is this terror?
You just gotta realize that the news, no matter what station you tune into, they're the same exact person.
Same
exact, taking the same exact angle on every effing story.
Yap.
Yip.
Fucking head.
Let me say hi to Mike in Jersey. Mikey.
Hold on. Ugliest man on the planet on Channel 5. Oh, my good God, is he homely.
Good evening.
If you're near a TV right now, turn on Fox. Homeliest man ever alert.
Wow.
It's Alfred Hitchcock with Hitler's mustache.
Oh, my God, is he terrible?
He's the worst.
What an awful head. He looks like one of the butterballs they threw through the engine. I don't know who this guy is or what he's talking about. He has a big, fat, jowly Hitchcock neck, and his head narrows at the top.
And his mouth is crooked.
He could be the ugliest guy ever.
He's
all right.
terrible.
He's of course talking about the plane.
Was he a
crash.
passenger?
No. He investigates.
He used to be an NTSB investigator.
Sure.
I trust them, by the way, more than the FAA. FAA is like an agent of the airline.
Let's go to Mike in Jersey. Mike, the phones are... we can't keep up with you guys today, but we'll try. Yes, Mike.
Hey, boys, how you doing?
Good
It looks like God didn't need Sully today.
Yeah, that's true, man.
God didn't need a pilot.
Yeah, God didn't need a Sully, that's for sure. I'd love to see these people sitting at... All right, well, let's go with this guy. Because we're arguing, was it a crash or was it a water landing? Jimmy has made a very good point that it was certainly a plane crash.
Yeah, of course it was. Because let me tell you something. A water landing, if the wing had snapped off, nobody would go, the wing snapped off during a water landing. It's a crash.
Well, that's just it. Since the wing didn't snap off, it's a water landing.
You can't judge what you call it based on the results.
If everyone can crawl out and stand on the wings, it's a water landing.
How about this? If you're flying and you hit a mountain and it just bounced off and landed on a tree and everybody stood on the wings, would they say that was a bumpy mountain landing? No. They'd say it was a crash.
I think Jimmy's winning the argument, Anthony.
It was a crash.
Right. Let's say hi to Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, what do you say, guys?
Hey.
Listen, right now there's people on simulators that are trying to figure out how this guy did this. You've got to deal with a total loss of power, a loss of hydraulics, not knowing what the heck's going on. You got to put the fires out. You got to dump the fuel. You got to hit the ditch switch. You've got to control the plane. You've got to call the towers and let them know, and you got to talk calmly to the people at the same time. Are you kidding?
He just said
this guy really is a hero.
He just said we're ditching.
Yeah, we're ditching. And also, the fuel he didn't have time to dump. He didn't dump the fuel.
Hell no, he didn't.
But I'll say one thing.
But Anthony...
you don't lose hydraulics.
Anthony gave us some knowledge, though. He said that's one reason why the plane stayed afloat, because of the fuel in the wings.
Yeah.
He said buoyancy.
Very buoyant.
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 I hate that word.
Let me go to Pat, and then we got to take a break. Brooklyn checking in. What's up, Pat?
Morning, boys.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm just wondering if Geraldo is on the scene reporting. Look,
It's
over
a person.
there,
There's a
person.
person
There's in the water.
There's a person stranded. Nice. Very
Where
good.
was Geraldo?
Yeah. Thank God they kept him away from
He's going to crawl through the plane,
crash site.
Crawl through the plane and look to see if anybody is still inside watching the movie.
Yeah.
The thing that makes this guy amazing, though, is that he didn't have much time to react because he was only at 3,500 feet. Planes that have a lot of time at 30,000 feet, they have plenty of time to figure out what they can do. This guy had to make a very quick decision.
Yeah.
Good point, Jay.
Anthony, are you secretly hoping one of the survivors dies so it takes all the good feelings we got away
No,
from us?
I find it amazing. I think what that guy did was amazing. I'm just saying it was ideal circumstances
but why haven't
for
you
this
said,
situation.
Why haven't you said Sully rules yet?
Sully rules.
Everyone's saying it, man. Sully
I
rules.
said Sully rules. The guy did an amazing job. But it's not like he was,
See, you had to say but.
You see how wide the Hudson is compared to that plane?
He landed it lengthwise. He landed it from New York to Jersey, that way.
That
then
would
he
be
spun
a
it
trick.
around.
That would be a good trick.
All right, Larry King. I mean, he's just terrific. Thank God we have him. help us through these tragedies or these miracles,
This
whatever
guy's
you want to call it.
So out of touch.
He stinks.
So when the lines were dropped from the Hindenburg, what happened next?
No, Larry, it was a plane that came down.
Yeah.
So did you plan on landing in the water?
Right, exactly.
So Lucky Lindy was flying, I'm being told.
What an ass. Oh, he was asking the dumbest questions. He had Sanjay Gupta, that doctor from CNN.
Worst name ever.
He was on to talk about things like hypothermia, and Larry had a great question about that. And then they had a pilot, Dr. Phil, they had, who was there to talk about the psychological problems that these survivors might have, and he's a pilot.
Yeah.
So he had that to talk about.
Dude.
Too. Apparently, I didn't know that Dr. Phil was a pilot.
I had a bunch of people in my house, and when Dr. Phil was on screen, everybody in the room started moaning, like, why?
Dr.
Why,
Phil?
Dr. Phil? Enough with this clown.
They should have had John Travolta on to talk about that.
Well,
although only the people's feet had water on them, not their heads.
They're showing it again. It's Opie and Anthony. They got the worst animation on the Today Show as far as this plane crash goes here in New York City. The worst.
Yeah, they're trying to depict what happened. It looks a lot like a Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah.
But, boy, it sure isn't to scale.
No. I forgot what channel did it yesterday, but they just showed this massive plane landing in the Hudson River.
Now they're showing a movie clip.
Yeah, great. To kind of show people what it would be like. Anyway, did you guys see the Google Earth one, though, from yesterday?
Yeah.
That was some sweet animation they had.
They kind of show the altitude and everything.
Yeah.
But Mike raised an interesting point about Sully has a consulting firm on safety.
Yes, he does.
And
that's what Sully does.
So we think that might have been Sully did it on purpose to get business for the firm up.
Yeah.
And he's also a notorious goose hater. A lot of his neighbors are saying.
Yes, he hates geese.
And they suspect that he was aiming for the geese because Sully did say there was actually a really weird cell phone call when they were taking off. He was talking to a friend of his who lives on the west side of Manhattan, and he said, look, I'll be there in an hour.
I forgot my keys.
Yes.
Well,
they just run into these geese.
We got some audio coming out of the tower. That's what's great about stuff like this. As the hours pass, you get more and more stuff. We're still waiting for the live video. Someone has it out there. They're negotiating a good fee, I'm thinking. Because we were really close to getting it. If I had stupid batteries or a card in my camera, I would have had it. I was that close.
Is there any footage of Obama walking out there and getting people and bringing them back to shore?
No, but he was actually guiding the plane down. He was on a ferry.
Yeah.
And he had
was
the
he?
two things. He guided Sully in.
Look, you got to start believing. This was the first miracle of the Obama presidency.
The Messiah.
Well, he is the
Obama,
Messiah.
The Messiah.
We're gonna expect a lot more of these in the coming years, Anthony.
Nice to see him out of the news for a day. Jesus Christ.
But we do have audio coming in from the tower. This is just coming in. So why don't we be one of the first to play it for everybody?
They knew what they were getting into. I say, let them crash.
Well. Doesn't.
Look at this. Passengers certain to die. Airline negligent. There's a sale at Penny's.
Right.
And someone had a video camera on the plane, and they got some audio of the stewardess and what they were saying.
In a moment, we'll ask you to assume crash positions. Your life jackets are located under your seat. Place the jacket over your head, and when I give the word, pull the cord on the right side flat. Your seat cushions are also equipped with a flotation device.
There you go.
It was very visual.
Mm-hmm.
Stryker, you're coming in too fast.
Stryker.
Good old Stryker.
Below 700 now, still going down. 675, 650, 625. He's holding. He said, no, he's down.
Yeah, we got exclusive audio from the actual plane. This is crazy.
Sound your alarm bell now.
There's Sully. Good old Sully.
All right, now everybody, get in crash position.
This is such visual bits.
I know. We're trying.
Wait, dude,
what can I tell you?
This is not audio from the crash. It's from a movie.
No.
Oh, literal Jim.
We actually got more audio from the tower.
He's all over the place. 900 feet up to 1,300 feet.
I think Sully did a fine job.
Sully.
All right. Where are we going? Larry King?
Yeah, let's do a little Larry King because, he is a dope. He has just gotten so out of touch. You would think, I know these guys are going on the fly here with these late-breaking stories like this and really have to kind of improv. But, man, does this guy just not have any chops left when it comes to the story just happened. Here's some people. Larry, interview him.
Yeah. Well, he was talking about hypothermia, and he just showed once again how clueless he is.
He thought it was thermia that couldn't be controlled.
Can you defeat hypothermia with garlic? What if you drink cold Welch's grape juice, too much of it?
Dr. Sanjay Gupta, what is hypothermia? Can you give us a...
What does it take to get this guy excited, by the way? This is the story everyone's talking about, and he's like,
he doesn't care.
I don't want to be here, even if it's a plane crash.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta, what is hypothermia? Can you give us a demonstration? What is it? Can it kill you?
It can.
What do you think, Larry?
Can it kill you? Everyone that's ever died on Everest has died of that.
Right. How about we start there?
Everyone that's ever been in cold water has died of that if it wasn't drowning.
Well, Larry, it works like Viagra, but on your whole body. You idiot.
You understand Viagra, don't you?
Can it kill you?
How important are the geese?
A boob Larry is.
It can, and it can set in very quickly, especially when the water's that cold. I mean, the process of hypothermia begins right away. And in fact, you're 37 minutes into your show right now, Larry. If someone had been in submerged water for as long as you've been on the air so far, they probably would have had some of the most profound effects of hypothermia, which can lead to unconsciousness, even death. Take a look at this animation.
Why would they watch my show in cold water? I don't understand what you're saying.
And Larry, if someone had been in cold water since the last time you've been relevant, they'd be mummified.
It'd be one of those frozen mastodons.
We would be chipping you out of the ice at
Larry's
this point.
An idiot.
He really is.
Look at this
Family of the geese.
Larry, quickly.
Next.
The body's...
Mother Goose, comment.
Even death. Take a look at this animation here, Larry, quickly. The body sort of goes into triage when faced with this sort of temperature. The heart and the brain are sort of the most important areas, but blood gets shunted away from all these other areas. The body starts to get very cold. See it turn blue there. And eventually, you start to have significant problems. You start to feel a little stuporous, lethargy. When you're in water, Larry, you can lose heat so much quicker than in air. So 32-degree water temperature is much worse than the same temperature on land, Larry.
You can only get hypothermia in the water?
There he is. That is Larry.
You can only get hypothermia in the water.
Just explain it perfectly, you idiot.
Tell that to somebody that's trapped in the woods.
Yeah.
On a snowy day.
Yeah.
How is he so
somebody
stupid?
trapped in
He's an idiot.
Avalanche or something?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can only get it. Can you get it on Earth? Is it possible to get it on this planet?
Temperature on land, Larry.
You can only get hypothermia in the water?
No, you can get hypothermia on land as well. It's just much easier to get it in the water because you're losing heat so much more quickly.
What does the temperature have to be for it to occur?
75.
Not understanding that varying temperatures will dictate how long it takes for you to get hypothermia. You can get hypothermia
starting at 32,
in 75-degree water. It's going to take a while, but you're going to get it.
Right.
If you're in a 35-degree water, it's going to happen a lot faster.
Stephen S.
But Larry King.
Stephen S. From Bayshore is Larry. Why didn't he simply land in warm water and avoid the freezing issue?
I like Steve from Mayshow's other line. Let me ask you, what the hell is a Gupta anyway?
Oh, Larry, just go away already.
Losing heat so much more quickly.
What does the temperature have to be for it to occur?
Well, it depends. It depends a little bit on the individual. It depends a little bit on what they're wearing as well. But even water around 69, 70 degrees, if you're in it long enough, unprotected, you can develop hypothermia there as well because you're just constantly losing heat from the body into the water around you.
And you could die of what, organ failure?
Yeah, you die. Well, you can die of organ failure, or you could just, if you lose consciousness and you're in the water, you might start to aspirate, and you could essentially drown.
Dr. Phil, what is the emotional aspect going to be on Alberto?
What do you think?
Alberto.
What do you think?
Alberto was the guy that was just on every goddamn news program. They couldn't shuffle this guy around last night enough. And I heard his story too many times.
You didn't want to hear it anymore?
I didn't want to hear. I was almost, he was just trying to doze, just leaned his head on the window and was going to sleep when all of a sudden he heard a bang in the left engine. And, all right, heard it enough.
He's going to be on a flight this morning. He's got things to do.
Yeah, he's got to go back to his family, I guess.
And when Dr. Phil, and they said, what will the impact be? He'll go, well, like myself, the more cameras in front of him, the bigger an irrelevant whore he'll become, and he'll eventually be hated by everybody. Dr. Phil's a creep.
He sucks.
Honk, 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 honk. Let me first give you my condolences to your family. Have you ever had family fly into a jet engine? Honk, 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 honk. That's fascinating. When it comes to flying, how important are your feathers? Honk, honk. Why do they call that a bill? I pay a bill, but you have a bill on your face. Comment? You find it hard to chew gum with that thing. Doesn't it just fall out the sides? Honk, honk. Can't you see it? It's a big plane. More exclusive interview with the Goose family. What an ass Larry King is. Honk. We're talking with Gossage, the Gossage family. How tragic. What was he doing up there? Were any baseballs lodged in the engine? What did it happen when Maverick ejected out? Did Goose fly into the engine of the plane? What happened? I used to goose my secretaries. Who would do it to a jet engine? That's crazy.
Let me say hi to Don in Baltimore. Don, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good, buddy.
Hey, Gupta said that hypothermia will make you stupid and lethargic, so somebody better put a blanket on E-Rock.
E-Rock, that one was for you.
He was going for Larry King.
Yeah,
and
me too.
He turns it around and goes for E-Rock.
Nice little spin there. We'll go to Miller Place. Never checks in. What's up, Christian?
How you doing, boys? Good morning.
Good morning.
I was wondering, maybe Larry had a little Brian Regan said, what's the plural of goose? Goosin'. Thanks anyway.
There were no survivors in that joke.
Not at all.
Yeah, wow.
Oof. Too bad Sully wasn't piloting that joke.
Yes, he'd have brought it in.
He sure would have.
Awful flavor saver under his nose. Yuck.
Yeah, the only problem we have with Sully is the pedo mustache, right?
Sully's favorite game is smell my stash.
Right. We'll look past the pedo mustache because he's a hero today.
He certainly is.
Man,
his stash is enraging.
You would cross the street if you saw him coming your way.
You have no idea how fast. Creep.
Hey, the most impressive thing I saw on TV as far as this thing goes, did you hear about the survivor that actually called his family while he's still in the middle of the Hudson River to say he's okay?
Yeah, you would have to kind of do that.
Like, hey, if you're watching TV, don't worry, I'm fine. Yeah, I'll wave.
And they're like
you're behind home plate at the Yankee game. Hey, dude.
And some dumb reporter's like, your cell phone survived? And he's like, yeah, I only got wet from like the knees down. I figured I'm sitting here in the Hudson River. I might as well call my family.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a call.
Hi, yeah. Put on TV. Yeah, put on the news.
I was just in a plane crash. Where are you? I'm still in the river.
What did you see it happen? Yeah. No, I'm on the wing.
There's a man.
Man on the wing.
There's a
lot of men on the wing.
A lot of them.
You know, the one guy's stupid wife is probably like, so you're going to be late?
Yeah. You know, this always happens. You say you're going to be there. I'm waiting at the airport to pick you up.
Oh, you know, someone
jump into the water and freeze.
You know, someone out there's annoyed because,
of course,
they didn't make their destination. What did you just hand me there, E-Rock?
It's another voicemail from a survivor of the of the tragedy.
Where did they make this call? From the river or something like that?
I guess right after they got off the plane.
I just wanted to let everybody know it's sad. I'm okay. I know that everybody's been wondering about me because of this US Airways crash here in New York. I know you're wondering if I'm okay. I'm fine. Wasn't on the plane. I don't fly US Airways. I also don't fly to LaGuardia. But I live on the west side, right by the water, 20 blocks from where the plane went down. And I wasn't outside when it happened. I was in my apartment, and approximately the time it happened, I was deep in a girl's. Just think if that plane had tried to get back to LaGuardia and made a left and banged, it could have hit my building and killed me. And that's how I would have died. I'm okay right now, and I just want everybody to know that I'm okay. And I'm going to be fine. Boo.
I booed myself for my petering out at the end.
Boo. Oh, that was you, Jimmy?
Yeah, I called the number. I was
Jimmy told me what he was doing during this crash. Jimmy was playing Goose, and the girl was playing Engine.
That's right. With the same results, or she wound up face down in water. How that ties in, but...
All right, listen, more of your phone calls after the break. 877-212-0A. Big day for the show. Big day. We're right on top of this huge story here in New York City. Good morning to everybody. It's our exclusive... Wait, we actually have a sweeper now.
Oh!
Live from the Opie and Anthony Show studios, more exclusive coverage of Miracle on the Hudson.
That's right. This is the place to be today, right, Ant? No one else is talking about this crap.
Team coverage.
Team coverage. That's right.
On the Opie and Anthony Show of Miracle on the Hudson.
Miracle on the Hudson.
Of course, yesterday, wow, what a dramatic day.
Well, obviously, listen to the dramatic music.
Yes. As an Airbus jet dramatically had a dramatic crash landing dramatically in the dramatic Hudson River.
Reminding us all of 9/11.
Yes. The goose count is still rising.
Is it?
At this point, yes. I believe we're up to 15 dead geese. Why don't the Canadian geese need a passport? What were they doing over our airports? Just more garbage from Canada.
We just did a fine break for, 7 people in the studio. Some of those lines have to be on the radio.
Oh, well.
Where did it start there, Jimmy, with the flying thing and Kenny and...
Well, Kenny,
and we're secretly hoping that Sully has kitty porn on his computer.
We just want Sully to have some sort of a checkered past.
Right.
I was saying nothing, would make me happier than just for them, for some reason, to need Sully's laptop.
Yeah.
For something in the investigation to do with the aircraft, and just find the most horrific child pornography on it.
And then we all have to awkwardly ignore the fact that they found this stuff.
Or ignore the fact that he was a hero. Well, and you just kind of exile him, all right, well, remember him? Yeah.
Well, way to go, Sully.
Right,
way to
Sully.
go.
And then Kenny said to me, can you imagine if your laptop was on there with a book on it, and you had to leave your laptop on there, like if I was writing a book, whatever. He goes, what an argument that would be. I said, well, I would just put it under my shirt and take it. There's no way I'd leave my laptop behind. It wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Never. I would be that guy. Believe me. If I had material on there that I needed, forget it. Unless there was a fire, then I could rewrite it.
And then Kenny went through the whole thing of how he flies and why he keeps his shoes on and doesn't get so comfortable where he wouldn't be ready in the case of an emergency to evac.
He says that's why I keep my shoes on. And what did you say, Jimmy?
I pointed out that was really good planning because he's been flying for 25 years uncomfortably in the event of standing in the Hudson River for 10 minutes. Good thinking.
And then, what did you say you do?
I would hold my thumbs so they can identify me.
See, so he puts his thumbs in his four fingers, like you're making a fist, but with your thumbs inside.
Sure.
And holds it so they can identify you. What? So you don't lose your thumbs?
Yeah, they could fingerprint them.
Like they wouldn't notice who you were by that big dumb head poking through the roof of the plane. It would look like a child's toy, like a Lego plane with a big stupid head sticking out of it.
I hold my thumbs.
Yeah. Hey,
have to match the DNA with a baboon, and they would know Kenny was on the flight. Or
Stephen S. from Bayshore working overtime today. Stephen S. writes, this just in. Sully worked for 12 years as Gary Glitter's personal pilot.
Flying him to Thailand.
Yeah, that could be a problem. Oh, my God. Let's say hi to Andy in Colorado. He's an aircraft mechanic.
Andy.
Everybody wants in today. What do you got, Andy?
Good morning, boys, and happy birthday, little Jimmy.
Thank you very much. This plane thing has overshadowed my big day.
It sure has, Jimmy.
I love you guys' show. Hey, anyways, no, I was just calling because of the question of how they would control the aircraft after both engines have been lost. And that close to takeoff, they would probably have the auxiliary power unit or the APU up and running, providing electrical power to the hydraulic systems of the aircraft. But in the event that they didn't, there's another apparatus that's pretty complex but simple.
It's like a pinwheel.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
It's a little pinwheel that drops out of the bottom of the plane. I don't think they would have time for that, and the APU didn't go out. Bird didn't hit the APU.
Right, but in the event that it wasn't on, the APU, if it wasn't on, then the ram air turbine would instantaneously pop out of the aircraft, and the airflow across that would provide the...
I think this discussion, APUs.
No! That's that little... You ever see when you're getting on a plane, that little bit of jet fuel, the exhaust that you see coming out of like the little, just under the tail?
Sure, I know. I've seen
That's
that.
a little turbine that runs everything when the main engines aren't on.
That's
your air conditioning, your electricity.
Yeah, even when the engines quit, you still got hydraulics.
All right, let's go to Aaron in Cincinnati. Aaron.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hi.
You guys still pulling for Pete Rose to be in the Hall of Fame or what? Or did he give up on that years ago?
It'll never happen. They don't ever.
All right, what do you got? What do you got?
I got a problem with Anthony's theory on fuel buoyancy.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, because, aren't boats full of air?
What?
When, for something to float, it doesn't want to be full of a liquid, does it?
Well, if the liquid's more buoyant than the actual water,
your idea was that
it's going to float.
Your idea was that it helped with buoyancy.
Oh,
so
if it was
a good thing they didn't dump the fuel.
If it was empty,
then it'd be full of air.
Then it's air, of course. then you're going to get more buoyancy. I know. Yeah, exactly.
That's true. Your theory stunk. It's not like it was supposed to be filled with anvils when they took off.
Lead.
It was amazing.
No, all I was saying was
I believed it.
I'm just saying that the fuel is lighter than water, so it didn't hinder the plane by weighing it down.
I don't believe that's what Anthony said. I think that I said that maybe, hey, look, they had a bunch of fuel on the plane, and Anthony said, well, that helped with buoyancy.
Oh, okay. Well,
thank you, sir, for straightening out what we could.
Just be right, Mike. Then
happily,
we're taking more of your phone calls. 877-212-ONA. And we're kind of arguing, and sort of is hinting that this was more a water landing. Jimmy says it was absolutely a crash, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, it's a crash. It's a plane crash.
Yeah.
What?
No, I'm just saying. Well, it looked like a water landing.
So how was your landing? Great. We got in the boat. Did you have to say that? You crashed. It's a really weird flight. Really? Why? Was the terminal really weird? No, we boarded a ferry off the wing. How was your... It was a water landing.
All right. You make a good point there, Jim.
And
they also
Stunt Brain.
They also asked for anyone who saw luggage floating in the river, so that seems to make you think it might have been a crash too.
Oh, it didn't look like anything except a few seats. Were floating. I don't know.
And you brought up the question of pets.
Yeah, were there any little puppies or kittens?
You know, there had to be, and they don't want to acknowledge that. They want, because it's such a feel-good story.
Yeah.
I believe the media will grab it.
Oh, they're just dying for death.
Right now,
they want death so bad.
Glazed over Labrador Retriever in a sunken cage.
Right.
Just sitting there floating, little guppies nipping at him.
Just floating down the Hudson River, someone's pet. Ruining everything for Sully, the hero.
How was your flight? Great, I now have river sewage in my socks.
So that would make it a crash, Jimmy?
That is unequivocally a crash. When you step on a fish leaving an aircraft, you crash.
Tetanus shot as you leave.
When you got to wring out your socks and drape them over a radiator in some horrible hotel in New York City, you were in a crash. Yeah.
That's a cool shot of them all on that wing, though, man.
That is a solid shot. Hey, Danny pulled a Family Guy clip because we know. Oh, there he is. That's the dude that was on TV all day yesterday. Kind of looks like a young Lars from Metallica.
Stupid haircut.
They got him on the Today Show. Thank God. Thank God Matt Lauer's in.
Who is that little awful man? Who is that puppet? Dude, what a bunch of creeps on this flight. God almighty, where was this plane going to? It was chartered by Ringling Brothers.
Starting to look like no one would have missed these people.
Oh, they're awful.
The more you see them on TV.
Their families all chipped in. They said, Sully, ditch it. God almighty. They were going to like some island to be just put down by the government.
Their families there with cages all releasing geese as the plane takes off.
That's right. That's right.
God put together a plane of zeros, and then maybe one guy got on at the last minute to ruin everything.
That's right.
Oh, we need that guy for later on.
And in the Goose community, they're hailing the two heroes that brought the plane down of ugly people. Honk. They sacrificed their lives. Honk.
Honk. Honk.
They've been trying to take Sully out for years. This is a problem between the geese and Sully. Like in Orca 2,
personal.
It came back.
Yes, this time it's personal. How did Sully not hear them? They're always honking their horns. You. I even get a crash on my crash.
Yeah. Hey, how are they going to make a movie?
Is that the?
If this was a 3-minute flight, but you know the movie's coming.
Yeah.
How are they going to spin this into a movie?
I know, it's like 10 minutes. Well, they got to do the whole thing. If you ever watch any of the airport movies, the first 3/4 of the movie is getting to know the passengers.
Right.
See, so you have some kind of vested interest. And then the last quarter of the movie is the actual disaster. So they'll do the whole, terminal and the people going, I'll go grab a cup of coffee. You want something, honey?
Yeah.
And all that happy horse crap.
Just leave it alone. Don't make this into a movie. But we know the media really wanted death, destruction, fire, blood, all that. They didn't get it. And it reminded Danny of a Family Guy clip.
Yeah, Quagmire is supposed to be on a plane to land it, and he doesn't make it. So then, I think Peter has to land the plane or whatever. And nobody dies, everything's fine. But you know how they go to the news on Family Guy all the time. So they did the simulated. This is what it might have looked like,
which all the news is doing, obviously.
Exactly, and that computer imagery of the geese flying, into the plane just really reminded me of this clip.
All right, let's take a listen.
Our top story, there was drama in the skies of Quahog today as a transnational 767 was forced to make a crash landing.
That's right, Diane. As if the world weren't already scary enough, it seems you can't even get on a plane safely these days. Channel 5 has the spectacular footage. Fortunately, no one was injured. However, using state-of-the-art Channel 5 computer technology, we'll show you how disastrous it could have been. Here's how it would have looked if the plane had crashed into a school. Now here's how it would have looked if the plane had crashed into a school for bunnies. Now here's how it would have looked if the plane had crashed into a school for bunnies, but one passenger had survived, gone home, and mercilessly beat his wife.
I'm alive! But boy, am I angry! Someone's gonna have to pay for this!
Why? Is this because I overcooked the roast?
Powerful stuff. You'd have to be made of stone not to feel saddened by that.
They nailed that, right? Nice. Let's say hi to Jimmy. Jimmy, how are you?
Good, man.
Hey, not you.
But I am Jimmy.
What do you got, Jimmy?
Hey, imposter.
Good morning, boys. How's it going?
Good.
I was watching the news last night. They are so horrible. Chris Matthews actually referred to this as a bird attack, and that's when I shut the TV off.
A bird attack?
No one's got the good headline yet. It's all just Miracle on the Hudson over and over again. Or
It's
Hero on the
just
Hudson.
ridiculous.
All right, thank you, Jim. It's not ridiculous.
Okay, guys.
It's pretty effing cool.
I wish I was one of the passengers just so I could constantly say Boyd. That's what I would say to the news people, is that they told us a Boyd hit the engine. There was a bunch of
what,
Boyds.
sir? A what?
Bunch of Boyds they took off, and they said Boyds was attacking the plane. Oh, look at Al Roker. Oh, he's gone already.
Oh.
Jesus.
Let me say
Throw his head through a jet engine.
Shoot him through an engine.
Fat butterball head. Glasses.
Let's go to Jared in Boston. Jared.
Oh my God, it's the most dramatic thing I've ever seen. Passengers are standing on the wing. Sully, he's smiling. He knew the whole time. Goodness gracious. Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen.
The passengers are standing on the wing.
An awful speech by Sully. I saved your lives. I guess I'll be seeing you soon.
And then he proceeds to just crash every plane he flies.
Absolutely. How funny would it be if on Sully's next takeoff, the plane just blew up? Maybe not funny, but
wow.
Ironic. Ironic is probably a better...
Ironic.
Ironic.
Let's put a ransom out there. $1,000 for the first person that brings us Sully all tied up. And then we'll just kick him in the groin all morning.
Let's tell everyone we really don't mean that. And we don't want anyone to really bring us Sully.
Bring us Sully. Where is Sully? Does anyone know where Sully is?
He's got to be.
Somebody has to know.
He's probably being...
We're well connected with this city, so maybe someone could give us a little communique and tell us where Sully is.
He's probably just talking to the U.S. Air people. He's probably out of New York already.
Yeah, let's say hi to Dan the fireman. Dan?
Hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to tell you that what the guy saw in the water, it wasn't luggage. It was actually floats that those big inner circle boats that were throwing them down to the victims in case they fell in the water.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I didn't
guys.
see any luggage. No luggage. I think it's all still,
in there.
Getting all wet.
Is that airtight, though? It's probably not wet.
Oh, who knows now? Might be a little dented.
Yeah.
I don't think it's pressurized anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Might be a little damp in there. God, if you had something that you really needed.
Exactly.
So we're looking for a better
night.
We're looking for a better headline, and we're also doing the, it has to be a crash.
Yeah, sure does.
If blah blah, it's a crash.
Well,
so we'll take a few more of those. Too.
I'm from the school of thought that he landed it in the water, unscathed. The plane didn't look very damaged, didn't break apart. Everybody lived. So I was calling it a water landing.
Yes.
And Jimmy, on the other hand, is calling it a crash.
Yes, because it is.
As we look at it, submerged.
Yes.
Now, perhaps.
Yeah, that looks like a landing.
Perhaps, well, I didn't say that after the landing there wasn't some complications.
That's just like taxiing, Jesus. Unbelievable. Hey, we should maybe play a little Celine Dion today, man. Perfect, right?
Bing, bing. Welcome to the Hudson River. We hope you fly with us again.
The time is...
Yes.
Yeah, the local time is what it was 6 minutes ago.
If you look out your window to your left, you can see traffic on the West Side Highway. And if you look out the window to your right, you can see a Dodge Dart parked.
You'll see an airport, which would have been very convenient if we would have been able to make it there.
Yes. And if you look straight ahead at Newark, you'll see planes from a good airline taking off successfully and not just hitting geese all willy-nilly. like mustachioed creepola flying this bucket of bolts.
Let's go to Sean in North Carolina. Sean.
They're so cold and so wet. Just give them a kayak.
Boo.
That wasn't that bad.
It was all right. All right, we're going to do some FUs, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Go to the FU line, see what people are bitching about today. You shouldn't be bitching about anything.
Exactly.
We had a wonderful day yesterday. My God. Excitement.
Were we on the plane or something?
Yeah, you just...
Wonderful for the people that were on the plane.
You just get caught up in the whole thing, though, Ed.
Yeah?
You know? Yeah, why not?
God, you're becoming such a fag.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Good feeling about something good that happened.
It was a nice day, yes. Yes.
If it doesn't involve me, I could give a
No
flying...
kidding, that's your problem.
I was actually... I
a
drove
major
down
problem, actually.
I drove down the west side and was throwing rocks at the passengers. Get out of the water, you bums! You showboats! I was throwing rocks at them. I hate those passengers. Bunch of show-offs. Bunch of attention-seeking whores. Get back in the plane.
Out on the wing, waving.
Exactly.
Get in there, take your seat.
Yeah, me. Why don't you just stand on top of where the pilot, like on the actual roof of the plane, and do the Watusi? Big show-off.
We got Eddie in Rockland before the FU line. Eddie. What's up, Eddie?
Eddie.
Hey, guys, if Sully can't take back off, it's a crash landing.
All right,
Absolutely.
there you go.
Yeah, see,
if you can't take back off. Hey, he didn't try.
Yes. That's a good point.
Hey, you know, you never know.
If the plane is now out of the air and you have to evacuate before you drown, you did not land the plane.
All right.
He was just a damn good pilot who crashed the plane successfully.
Good point.
He said, I'm going to ditch. He didn't say, I'm going to land. He said, I'm going to ditch.
Let's go to John the trucker. John.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard, John.
How are you, John?
Yeah, you know Sully had to look over his shoulder at a couple of the women, give him a wink, and say, you know you owe me.
I think he's got a stewardess wife already.
Yeah, he's got.
And he didn't say ditch. He said bitch. Punch it out.
Yeah.
Punch it out.
You can't punch out. You're already in the water.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
If you were Sully, you would have aimed for the GW bridge.
All right, let's check out the FU line as we go to break here on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Thanks for calling the Opie and Anthony FU line. Here's the latest batch of FUs.
You have 9 new voice messages. First voice message.
Yeah, I'd like to give a big fuck you to my asshole, because I'm tired of laying in bed and have my stomach rumbling and bumbling. Then I go sit on the bowl and push for 20 minutes and nothing comes out. Fuck you, asshole.
Next message.
Yeah, this FU goes out to Bernie Madoff. I hope you rot in prison, you lousy fuck. And I hope to God that you get anally raped and shot, too.
Next message.
I'd like to give a big F you and thank you to my ex-boyfriend who left me for a stripper and helped me to avoid an inevitable STD.
Next message.
Hey, this is Elliot from Asheville, and I'd like to send a big F you to whoever broke into my car, broke my window, and didn't even take anything. Fuck you.
Next message.
Yeah, I'm up in Canada, and I want to give a big F you to my former boss who fired me 2 weeks before my child was due. F you, asshole.
Next message.
Yeah, this is Scott from Jersey. I just want to give a big fuck you to the company I worked for. Bunch of fucking bastards. Fuck you, you fucking filthy insignificant cunt.
Next message.
Yeah, I want to send out a big F you to the incoming president-elect, you communist bastard. I can't believe this fucking country put you in office. Big F you to you. Fuck you.
Next message.
I want to say, fuck you, Ashley. You left me and the kids to fuck for dope. I hope you fucking die.
Next message.
I'd like to send a big fuck you out to my bride of 14 years. I walked in on her yesterday with an 8.5-inch cock in her. I couldn't do that for her, apparently, so she had to get it from my best friend. Fuck you. Hope you liked it, deadbeat.
End of new messages.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line. 866-FU line 1. That's 866-FU line 1.
Thank you and goodbye.
Live from the Opie and Anthony Show studios, salute to Sully, an American hero.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. 877-212-ONA. Phone's just lit. Let's go right back to them. Sean in North Carolina. What's up, Sean?
It got to be a crash. I think in general aviation terms, Anytime a plane lands in water and Mr. Rourke and Tattoo aren't there to greet you with the crash. And, unfortunately, how cool would it have been if he hadn't died this week, if they rounded him up and some little midget had him on the edge on the shore waving at everybody. That would have been sweet.
Oh, boy, you did so well.
Yeah, you went a little too far there,
So well
buddy.
with part 1.
Yeah.
Come on, we gotta get the phones, Travis.
Wow, that really reeks. I could smell it from here. Jimmy's
Sorry.
apparently...
I had kale last night.
Kale?
Yeah, I ate a health food place.
Ugh.
What is kale?
Kale is like... It's
something
stinks.
dead?
I have kale farts.
Kale is awful.
So he goes into Travis's little gas chamber that he screens the phones from and lets loose. And poor Travis doesn't know what to do. He can't breathe.
Can't help it.
Sucks to be you, I guess.
Healthy.
Tony in Jersey, how are you, buddy?
Hey, what's up? Pheasant Landing. Do you like that one?
What'd you say?
What?
Pheasant Landing, like a pheasant's a bird.
What's that mean, though?
Pheasant
Landing.
I understand you're trying for the big headline, but that
Yeah, but what does it mean? Pheasant landing.
The bird and the crash of plane.
No. But how come it's a landing, though?
Yeah, what does the pheasant part have to do with it?
Because it hit.
Well, I'm going with Anthony. I say that it was a landing.
But why'd you say
If
it
no one
wasn't?
died. If no one
Because
died,
geese
then-
were involved, and
Yeah, but
I
don't get
might as
I
well
don't
go
get
with
pheasant.
what the flock.
Oh.
I don't get pleasant, though, sir.
Okay, fine. You win, Jimmy.
Not just me.
Yes.
Anthony, too.
Everyone wins. You lose.
Look, he was proud of his line, and now he
Well, he
feels
shouldn't
a
be
little,
proud of it.
little silly. Nick in
No.
Cleveland, help us out, Nick.
Hey, okay, let's call it an emergency water landing because nobody died.
So if no one dies, then it's a landing.
Well, if you crash your
Emergency
car.
water landing.
Well, if, yeah, that's a good point. Hey, by the way, yeah, if you're driving, right, if you're driving your car and you hit a guardrail and you wind up in the lake, nobody says, wow, that was a really wet parking. What happened? I crashed my car.
It was a water parking, yes.
I think we're pretty much determining this was indeed a crash.
Of course it was a crash.
I think our goal is to have everyone arguing this point all day long at the office.
Yeah.
Just drive your coworkers nuts with this one. Let's go to Kevin in Connecticut. Kevin.
I mean, when Christopher Reeve, after the whole horse thing, when he was laying there in the grass, would they say, hey, this was oh boy, my tail spinning.
Go.
Punch it out.
Pitted, so pitted.
Punched out.
You did. Yep. Kevin, what do you got?
Good evening.
Hey.
Hey, Kevin.
If a plane doesn't make it to point B, it crashed.
You know what?
There you go.
Punch it out.
All right. What else is going on today? Does anyone care? This is it, right?
I know. Well, of course, blast of cold air, but no one cares about that. It's 12 degrees or something this morning.
And I think the president said goodbye to the nation yesterday. Man, does he have the worst timing in the history of this country?
No one cared.
Nah.
No one cared. It didn't make the paper even. It was a non-story. Say goodbye. El Geese.
Worst approval ratings since Nixon as he leaves office. Since
Nixon got the boot.
Yeah. The worst since.
Really?
Yep.
Boy, his approval rating didn't go up his entire second term.
No.
Just plummeted.
Well, we got another headline coming in. Greg in New York, how are you?
Hey, I got a good headline for you.
Yes.
It's Goose gets salted, but passengers end up with dip. And get dipped, sir.
Oh, my God. Were you on the plane? Oh, my God. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay.
A little cold, that's all.
Wow. Oh, Jimmy.
What was that little one?
All right, let's go to Eric in Boston. Eric.
Yeah, hey. I say it's a landing, because if the plane doesn't explode on impact, I'd definitely call that a landing.
No, it's not a landing.
Jimmy, he makes a good point.
He does not make a good
He
point.
makes a very good point, Jimmy.
No, he doesn't.
I'm starting to think it might have been a water landing now.
Water landing?
No, it wasn't a water landing.
Why not, Jimmy?
It was a non-exploding crash.
Oh, well, here's a great headline coming in from Gary in Minnesota. Gary.
Yeah, headline reads, U.S. Airlines go down. Do they expect foul play?
Foul, because it's a waterfowl.
Yeah.
Let's
say hi to Steve in Connecticut. Steve.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good, buddy.
The pilot managed to make a successful crash landing.
Uh-oh, now we got a problem.
Successful
Hey, now you have two things happening here. It was a successful crash landing.
They do say any landing you can walk away from is a successful landing.
Yeah, but
that's correct. So he had a successful crash landing yesterday.
I think that saying was from World War I think.
Yeah. Steve, you ruined our bit. How do we get around a successful crash landing?
You don't need to.
We're trying to discuss if it was a crash or a landing.
Successful is just an adjective.
Yeah.
Crash is the actual verb.
Crash.
But it was a flowery crash landing.
He successfully crashed.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
Good job. If Sully had 1 ounce of piloting skills, he'd have made it to Newark Airport. What a stupid dude. He tumbles into the river. Panicking fag. Sully makes me sick. Sully sucks.
You wanted to be a cowboy.
Yeah, exactly.
Why land in Newark when you could, show off some skills?
And the plane took off 18 minutes late. And the plane had taken off on time. What do you think, those geese hung out and waited for that flight?
No.
Sully was probably taking like a hangover dump. Sully was on the bowl reading the Wall Street Journal upside down, vomiting.
Maybe that's why he hasn't been seen yet.
Of course it is.
Let's try to sober him up.
His face is all red.
He hasn't been sober in 2 decades.
He has whiskey in his mustache.
Look, we want to put you on TV, but you got to do something here.
Can we put some makeup on that red nose?
This is an American hero we're talking about.
It's all Sully's fault. He hates New Jersey. That's why he aimed for the river.
Didn't want to land there.
Yeah.
Everyone within hours.
Yeah.
He went from obscure pilot to American hero. Look how fast that happened.
He will get an invitation from the president.
Oh yeah, which one?
Obama. This was Obama's first miracle, my friends.
Yeah.
You got to start believing.
As our Lord, as our new Lord and Savior.
They say he's a
Obama.
Messiah, and look what happens a few days before he officially is the president. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. You got to start believing. John and Monroe, what's going on?
What's going on, boys? If you need a barge and a flatbed to get the plane back to the hangar, it's a crash.
It's a great, absolutely.
Guy, valid point. Valid point.
If here's what if you board a plane and then before you take your luggage to the hotel, you have to put a hairdryer on it. You crashed.
Let's go to Paul. How are you? You're next on the Opie and Anthony show.
Okay.
Go, Paul.
Hey, I'm from Long Island. Paul from Long Island. I just like to say that that it's not a landing if you have to. When the pilot says you have to brace for impact, and oh man, I'm stuttering. I'm sorry.
Yes, you are. You're a sorry son of a bitch.
You lost both engines, my friend.
Hold on.
You're going in. Come on, Sully. Bring it in.
There's a lot of nervous people on the phones today.
Hold on. Start over now.
No, I just got to work, and now I'm trying to fiddle my keys and unlock the door, and I didn't expect you guys to pick up.
He's trying to unlock it. Sully landed a plane with no engines, and you can't unlock a door and talk.
And you act like you're bombing in front of 2 countries because you have a key.
All right.
Come on. All right, give it a try now. Get your thoughts together and go.
All right. It's not a landing when you consider when the pilot has to say you have to embrace for impact and the fuselage starts filling up with water.
Yeah. And it's not a joke if it's more than 45 minutes.
I know.
You suck so bad.
A bit wordy. A bit wordy, Paul.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
It's not a landing. If there's
fucking cold out, man. I'm shivering.
All right.
Sorry.
Go to
I'm
work.
Sorry.
Go make some money. Paul, there
people on the wing of the plane had more calm, cool collectedness than you're displaying with your key.
He's got his key out.
What are you working?
Talk.
Nuclear reactor, you nervous idiot? He was panicking.
Yeah, he's in a missile silo, turning his key. You dummy.
I say if you're stampeding over kids and women, it's a crash to get out of the plane.
Well, they said women and children first. I know I'd be selfish,
Right.
and I'd yell like F the babies, and I'd run out in front of them, and then I'd have to explain myself. Like, I didn't mean that.
Wow, Steve from Bayshore. Antholini ended more smoothly than that joke.
Antholini ended less smoothly than that flight.
Yes.
I almost said more smoothly than that flight.
Oh, that would have been silly. It's like calling Iraq smaller than a killer whale.
I know, which is also inaccurate.
We got a rhyming headline coming in from Bill in Brooklyn. Bill?
Hey, what's up, gents?
Hey.
While the geese were cut to a sliver, we had to land in the river.
Wow.
And then he turned the volume up to see if the silence he heard.
And down he goes at the 5-yard line. What's the call here? Now they're going to say no, he's out of bounds.
Yeah,
wow.
They're playing with a toy plane on Channel 5 on a desk.
Yeah.
They're like, the plane has to avoid a newspaper and a cup of coffee.
Yeah. and a giant's hand. We think King Kong grabbed the plane and threw it into the water. Oh my God, there's a guy with an awful white tie.
Yeah.
Who does he look like with that stupid black shirt and white tie? It's like a zoot suit. Guy's awful.
Nothing but ugly people on TV.
Oh, see, here's them throwing debris into a jet engine in slow motion to see what it does to the turbine blades. And, of course, they cut it away before the exciting part of it actually hitting. The news stinks. And, again, Jimmy, I was just thinking of how infuriating it is. They had the logo up for I was watching Channel 7.
Yeah.
They had the logo up for ABC News, everything, the ticker going, and they were showing the plane, but then you couldn't see the plane anymore because it was behind the news logo. All you saw was Jersey and the river, and the plane was gone behind the logo.
And they wonder why people are turning away from television. It's because you guys suck at your jobs. You suck at your jobs.
How stupid can you be that you're showing the action and you're just interfering with the picture by putting these giant logos and graphics up?
Nobody reads the news ticker. Nobody reads it.
No.
Why wouldn't you have a director going, all right, we got it. Now we're showing something at the bottom of the screen. Get the logo off immediately.
Get the logo off, and then we can put it back on when the stupid anchors are on.
Yeah.
When the stupid anchors are talking, put it on.
Put it right across their faces.
They need credit. They need credit.
Yeah.
We have to get credit.
And they're doing the same thing. You're not any more special than the other guy. Brandon in Jersey, was it a crash or a landing, my friend?
It's called a landing for a reason. If there's no land involved, it's a crash.
Landing. Okay. All right.
You might have ended the bit right there. It sucks. Let's go to Spiro. Spiro, he's a regular to the show. What's up, Spiro?
Spiro.
Did you guys hear the sweepers just a few hours after the crash? How could this crash affect your future flight plans coming up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think it would make a bunch of people a little nervous.
Could a plane crash in your local river? Douches they are.
Well, let's go to Rob in New York. He might have a good one. Rob.
Yeah, I think it's a crash landing when your baggage claim is the Fulton Fish Market.
Yeah, good point.
Right.
Yes, that's a good thing.
Ask the fishmonger for your Samsonite.
Yes. When you have to get your luggage out of a warehouse somewhere on the Chelsea Pier. It was a crashola.
Crashola. Nice. Let's go to Lee in Jersey. Lee?
Yeah, you guys should use the Buffalo Springfield song, Stop, Hey, What's That Sound? And start including, the crash landing. Use lyrics from that and start mixing it up. It's pretty funny.
My God, that's an excellent idea. Do we have that song?
Shit.
Hold on. Do we have that song?
For what it's worth, Buffalo Springfield.
Oh,
it's nice and slow. It's
dude, hold on.
funny.
You have to walk Danny through this because I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, what do you want us to do?
Don't go.
You want us to...
I don't have my own lyrics. I was just like, the song popped into my head. Like, there's something happening here. What it is, ain't exactly
Stop,
clear.
hey, wait, that's a okay, stay on the phone.
Right.
Stop.
Yeah.
Maybe Tim can work this out down the hall for us.
Yeah. Do we have that there? We looking for... He's looking for it right now.
Yeah, we should have it.
But I hear comedy gold.
All right, you guys.
Oof. All right, hold on the line there. You're slowing down everybody. All right, here's the song. Hold on.
There it is.
Now what do we do, sir?
Yeah, let's get him back on the line here.
So make up your own lyrics. Just start, doing what you guys do. And
Start us out. Start us out.
Something happened
in here.
Start us out.
Start us out, sir.
What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there.
Okay, hold on. We gotta make up our own lyrics.
Yeah.
All right, good. Do it.
Hold on. Wait till the court. Wait. Okay, hold on. Stop.
I think it's time we
Stop.
children.
Hey, what's that sound? A caller who should be killed.
Caller who should be drowned.
There you go.
All right, guys. Have fun.
All right.
I think it's time we stop taking phone calls.
Stephen S. Wants to write a song about that guy, for what it's worthless.
Someone's bombing right here. I'm trying to produce the radio show on the fly. We have plenty of people here who aren't doing it.
Let's see.
Oof. What a dumb idea. Like that needed to be said.
All right, now we got another argument starting. Will, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey, man.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Hello.
Hey, I got a friend of mine. He works for Southwest. He's a mechanic. He told me the technical term was an aquatic landing, an emergency aquatic landing. Get out.
All right, thanks.
All right, that was another useless one.
Katie Couric had a fine little spin on the whole crash last night on her news program.
To illustrate in a way no words can, watch what the weather did in...
I know, a little better setup. So they do the big headline, the landing in the Hudson River, blah, 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 and instead of going right into their team coverage or whatever, they do this immediately.
To illustrate in a way no words can, watch what the weather did in Mankato, Minnesota. Meet the frozen banana hammer.
Broke your hammer.
Yeah.
This was seconds into the broadcast.
They
still decided to go with the frozen banana hammer bit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Let's say hi to Steve. Steve, how are you?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, I don't know if you noticed, every time the news guys come out with like one of these big crises, they all have the big fat logo jackets on, all triple insulated. They interviewed these shivering survivors. Not one of them offered the jackets.
You're right.
Like, no coffee, no gloves, no nothing. Like, tell us about your freezing balls.
That's a good observation.
They kept asking them questions.
Right, as they're shivering in front of them.
As the guy maybe should have been in somewhere warm.
One guy had a short sleeve shirt on, and yeah, they're warm in their jackets. Very good, man. Let's go to Drew in Texas. Drew.
Good morning, boys.
Hello?
If 155 people are standing in the middle of the Hudson River and a boat of some sort is not involved, that's a crash.
So is that.
Halfway, rebound, scored! No. Oh, my, I'm telling you something. How did that not go in? Right center field. McLouth is back to the track. He leaps at the wall, and it is gone.
Yeah.
It just cleared. No,
what do
they're
say
saying
now?
two. They're saying it's a double. It went just under the wall.
Oh,
see, just
that's
under.
different.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, no, that's terrible. That's just awful.
I know.
Yeah, this is a very good point from Jay in Rhode Island. Jay.
What's happening, guys?
Hey.
If you take off and quote-unquote land in the same city, it's a crash.
You know what? That's a damn good point. Right. If your takeoff and landing are in the same zip code, you crash.
Oh, yeah. All right. Is Tim working on a song to wrap up our coverage?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Tim, lucky us, Tim's working on a song. We're going to end the show with a very special song about Miracle on the Hudson. You're really going to want to stick around for that one.
Your entire flight could have been a 10-minute cab ride.
Tom in Inwood. Tom.
What's up, boys?
Hey.
Listen, it's not a landing if scuba divers are checking the overhead bins for items that were left behind.
That's the truth.
Stay tuned for more of Opie and Anthony's exclusive coverage of Miracle on the Hudson. Live from the Opie and Anthony Show studios, more exclusive coverage of Miracle on the Hudson.
The listeners are starting to hit some home runs. Jeff White from Toronto. If the stowaway in the landing gear door drowns instead of freezes to death, it's a crash. Chris Hoyt from Cleveland. If you exit the plane by a slip and slide instead of a jetway, it's a crash.
Ah, yeah, the slip and slide.
Sniper from Whackbag. If your flight turns into a cruise, it's a crash. We got Joel in New Jersey. Joel, what's up?
Gentlemen.
Hey.
James?
Hey, buddy.
Okay, if at the end of the flight half the passengers end up in New York and the other in New Jersey, then you're talking a crash.
There you go. That's a good one. Let's go to Paul in New York. Paul.
Yeah, how you doing,
Hey.
fellas?
Good.
It's a crash if you're frequent flyer miles. Say 7 miles for the segment.
7 miles.
How do they work that out? They got to give you the miles.
Oh, you got to give you for the whole flight.
I did that joke on stage last night.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I might have said 6 miles, though.
Yeah.
Well, how'd it do?
Destroyed.
Yeah.
Of course. Opening line, please.
You rule.
Hi, I'm kind of happy to be here. I was not supposed to be here. I was supposed to be in North Carolina. That'll only work once.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Let's go to Kevin in Jersey. Kevin?
Hey, Opie and Anthony.
Hey, buddy.
Just wanted to say it's not a landing if you make the pilot of your flight an American hero for not killing anyone on bringing the plane down.
Well, that's true. Planes land every day, and you don't know who the pilot is.
Has Sully surfaced yet? I mean, we're too busy doing the show. I mean,
hope so.
Where is he?
Oh,
though?
you mean like figuratively speaking? I thought you meant literally.
Where is he? Who's he talking to?
He's probably just home with his a stewardess wife.
You think he flew right out? He's like, my job is done here.
Being debriefed. Yeah. Maybe debriefing.
Does he fly again?
Oh, hell.
Or does the airline go, you know what? You might have a little psychological problem. I don't care how much experience you got. We can't have you flying anymore, Sully. I'm sorry.
Flew an F-4 Phantom.
Yeah.
Guy was a maniac.
That's a good one.
Not in combat, though.
Kansas City checking in. Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, hey, if you're on national news and you're wearing one of those just ridiculous yellow neck life vests, it's got to be a crash.
Right.
Yeah, you know something? They should have taken those off when they got on land. They looked really silly last night on the news.
They weren't worried about their appearance at that point.
It just pushes all your neck up into your face. Those things look very uncomfortable.
We're just going to keep going on the phones because we can't answer them fast enough. Alan in Missouri, what do you got?
Yeah, the only real amazing thing about this flight, it was the only thing that was able to crash land quicker than Voss's act. Bunching out, or should I say,
too late.
Successfully.
Yeah. You're in the river.
Warning track right near the wall, leaping, and he made the catch!
Yeah!
Carlos Beltran, right? No, he didn't. My apologies. I thought he had it. I thought he had it, too. He acted as though he had it. He did not have it.
Yeah, he did not have it. We got a headline coming in from Chicago. Crystal.
Yeah, what's bad for the geese is good for the lander. Boo.
Wow.
That wasn't
you
bad.
know what? You should have had a little more confidence. You were right there.
I hope that phone died because a shotgun blast hit it and her ear.
Yes, sir! Down goes Fraser! Down goes Fraser! Down goes Fraser!
Best sports call ever, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Do you believe in miracles is a good one.
Was that the Russian hockey team? Maybe the Russians?
Well, it was for the American hockey team, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
The Olympics. You know, the gold medal.
1980.
Miracle on ice, right? We had a miracle here in New York yesterday.
Yes, on icy water.
Yeah.
What? Let's say how to
De Niro would have delivered a better joke than stupid David Patterson did.
Yeah.
You know.
But you want to hear the Patterson thing again before
I'm
the De
dying
Niro?
to.
our governor was very happy and excited and wanted to bring the whole city together with this little thought that
many of you...
Hold on. Let me play this for a reference point. Get ready there, De Niro.
There is an heroic pilot who saved himself and approximately 154 other passengers this afternoon. We've had a miracle on 34th Street. I believe now we've had a miracle in the Hudson. This was potentially a very tragic incident. This pilot somehow, without any engines, was able to land this plane and perhaps without any serious injuries to any of the passengers.
All right there, Eagle Eye.
Yeah.
De Niro, you got something to say to all these New Yorkers listening in?
To the pilot, congratulations, because that was a righteous landing.
Oh, wow. Working a movie title.
Working a movie in there, Mr. De Niro.
Get my glasses. Good thing I didn't have to fight Ray Robinson with these.
Yeah. I think we can all agree the pilot is a good fella.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Are we getting that song?
Yes, sir.
To finish up this side of the show, Tim's been working on a song about the whole...
Oh, cool.
Miracle on the Hudson. It's going to be terrific.
Well, I cannot wait.
You're going to want to stick around for that. Brian in Chicago.
Yeah, it's not a landing. It's the plane you just exited turns into an aquatic habitat.
And it's not a joke if there's an absence of humor.
Oh, well. I tried.
All right. Oh, well.
You folks fell on your face. You get an F- in my book.
Oh, boy. If this is delivered, we got a good one. Please be delivered right. Matt, Virginia.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning.
If you have to breaststroke to your connecting flight, it is a crash.
Yeah.
Winner! We got a winner.
Oh.
Bravo. He didn't panic under pressure either. That was a Sully call right there. That's funny. Chris.
Hey, what's up, gentlemen?
Hey.
When a plane needs a sump pump, it's a crash.
Sump pump.
Let's go to John in Smithtown. John.
Yeah,
hey, John.
If your luggage is still on the plane that's in icy water tethered to Battery Park, it's a crash.
That literal John.
Yeah, really.
Just describe the scene. No humor needed. If the plane is tied up to a pier.
Yeah.
Well, yes, it is.
Let's go to Paul in Jersey. I know we're beating this into the ground, but what the hell? Paul.
Yeah. Hey, it's not a landing when your runway makes a splash. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Right on. All right.
Has Obama commented on this at all? No? Why wouldn't he? That sounds like something...
He wants to stay out of the spotlight. Let Sully and everybody else have their moment in the, in the icy water.
He would comment on as president-elect. President-elect. Big party coming up on Tuesday, huh?
Sure is.
Yeah. Can't wait. Gonna watch that. Yeah. Buses are being loaded up, by the way, for huge amounts of people.
Yeah, the big
showing up.
The big trip down to Washington, D.C.
And I hear the news saying stuff like, get on the bus. They're using the old Spike Lee term, the Million Man March. They're kind of trying to equate it to that. So I'm just, I'm waiting. I wonder how much of it I'll get through on TV before I have to throw something through my television.
How much of what you'll get through?
What?
The inauguration?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Will it?
I think so, yeah. It's probably emotional for people, yeah.
Emotional?
For a lot of black people, yeah, man. It's Italian.
See, you just said it for a lot of black people.
And
but also white people.
And a lot of white people. Come on.
What about my president?
He's your president.
Well, really?
president.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? I see a lot of shirts out there that say, not my president. Well, I don't see them out there. Because black people would beat you up if you wore that. Yeah, people are calling it Pat Romanaki the Deaf Inauguration Jam. That's what it's going to be. How am I going to enjoy that? Would you sit there and watch the BET Awards, the Source Awards?
And go watch a movie or something. There's other things to watch.
I have a radio show. I got to kind of watch it so I could comment on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know?
Let's go to Steve in Queens. Steve.
Yeah, it's not a landing if it involves you in a hospital bed meeting Mike Bloomberg.
Yeah. All right, he might have a point.
Someone had a great, Steve line, but I guess they couldn't wait around. Best get out of my way.
Get out of my way.
He had a little more to it, but we couldn't get to him to get the full phone call. Craig, Long Island.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey.
If your plane comes to rest, say more than a mile away from the actual runway, you've crashed.
Yeah.
Punching out.
It's such a fine line between just realism and humor.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's all really realism is. It's just kind of you stating what you're stating, and you just take any humor out of it.
Mm-hmm.
See, like I just did.
Right. It's no joke.
It's a statement of fact.
Oh, look, George W. He gave his speech yesterday, and now they're covering it 3 hours into the news.
Or Bush. All right, where's our song? Is it coming?
Still working on it.
How much time does he need? 10. We got to get out of here in 10 minutes.
10?
This was the big ending to our exclusive coverage.
Tell me, give it to us
Miracle on the
unfinished.
Hudson.
Yeah.
What does he have? The string section coming in?
Where's the Apple Studios?
We told Tim to work on a little song about the whole thing that happened yesterday. What song is he using?
Oh, you don't want to be surprised?
No, let's be surprised.
Really?
You should be surprised.
Yeah, I want to be surprised.
All right, we'll take a break, and hopefully when we get back, we'll have some form of the song. Okay?
Yeah, I told him to trim it, so.
To trim it?
Yeah.
Trim it.
What song is it?
Right.
No. All right.
No, don't tell us.
We'll find out next. The big song about what happened yesterday.
Right.
Next on the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's Miracle on the Hudson, exclusive coverage by Opie and Anthony.
That's right, Opie and Anthony. We're going to end this with Tim's song. We told Tim to work on a song all morning about the Miracle on the Hudson.
Yes.
And we're doing what we do best today, run things into the ground.
Yeah. It's like the old days.
Sure.
People say they like the old shows. Boy, did we used to do this a lot.
Rob in Atlanta, if they give you goggles and a swim cap instead of headphones and a bag of chips, it's a crash.
They hand those out.
Let's go to JP on Long Island. JP.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Tell Roger I said hi. What do you got?
I just wanted to definitely say that if you have to worry about getting airsick and seasick, it's definitely a crash.
Good point.
How about this? When you're coming in and the pilot says, brace for impact. You crashed.
I never heard that when it's a nice smooth landing on a runway.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, flight attendants, be seated for arrival. And then the other side is brace for impact. It's very obvious as to which is a landing and which is nosediving into the frigid water.
I want to point out someone that has the worst timing ever. The amazing Kreskin, who likes to predict a lot of things.
Yes, he's a mentalist.
He's a hack. We've had him on the show. He's a complete hack. We love messing with him. He's on Channel 11 News here in New York. The day after a plane went down in the Hudson River.
Yeah. Hey, Kreskin.
You're all about predicting things. You're on the news, and everyone knows you didn't predict one of the biggest events in recent years for New York City.
Yeah. Well, that's because he's a phony.
Well, the song has come in.
Oh, it's here?
Yeah.
Whew, thank God.
Really fast. Rob in Connecticut. Rob?
Hey, boys.
Hey.
It's definitely a crash if you don't even have time to open up your little bag of peanuts.
My peanuts! The bag of peanuts!
Very good. Well, very exciting morning for the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah.
The show wrote itself. No one wants to talk about anything else today.
And we got a song.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Asked him to put a little song together to kind of bring our coverage all together.
Well, he ran out of here.
He did. He dropped it off and ran. He certainly did. You guys ready for the song, Jimmy?
I am very ready for the song. I look forward to it. As John Gielgud said in Arthur, I look forward to it with great eagerness.
If you were here in the metropolitan area on September 11th, you'll probably never look at a plane flying low again, and that certainly crosses the minds of everyone who saw that. We were flying out from LaGuardia to Charlotte, and about 3 or 4 minutes into the flight, the left engine just blew.
I can't stand to fly.
Fire, flames coming out of it.
I'm not that naive.
The pilot said, brace for a hard impact.
I'm just out to find.
What was the landing like?
The better part of me.
Scary.
I'm more than a bird. I'm more than a plane. I'm more than some pretty face beside a train, and it's not easy to be me.
Of course, the memories of September 11th, too vivid for too many people who live here in the tri-state
Wish
area.
that I could cry.
Reviving memories for some of September 11th.
All upon my knees.
Something is seriously wrong here.
Find a way to lie.
I was here for 9/11.
Out of home I'll never see. It may sound absurd, but don't be naive. Even heroes.
Stop it!
The right to bleed. I may be disturbed, but won't you concede? Even heroes have the right to dream, and it's not easy.
Blows.
We've had a miracle on 34th Street. I believe now we've had a miracle on the Hudson.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You dick!
I'm sure all that will lie. God bless.
Now choke yourself!
I hate you.
Do you think I'm cute, Private Pile? Do you think I'm funny?
No.
Oh, hi, Tim.
I made an ass of myself.
I'm sorry I did that.
That was
I'm
a quick one.
embarrassed that I did that.
E-Rock, you like Tim's song?
Yeah, especially since it's about how hard it is to be Superman. This was the perfect song for a plane crash.
Wow, told him.
I couldn't think of a song, and that had plane in it, so I used it.
Is that a comedy song or like a serious one?
I do everything serious.
Damn! You just been pwned.
That was good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Thanks. I feel like $100 now.
You know we set you up to fail, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
We didn't want no song.
Yeah.
There's no way anyone could come up with a song that's going to be funny, entertaining, based on this
Not at all.
to any song. It's just going to sound stupid, and that's what we wanted you to sound.
Yeah.
Stupid.
we
think
complete
it
your
was a success.
Thank you.
We set you up, so.
Thank you.
Yeah. You might want to jump in the river now.
That was a great success.
Great success.
The guys want a song about the tragedy. It's more believable if they say, "Hey, U.S. Airways would like a goose for the flight."
Let's go to Oakdale. Oakdale.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on? I just want to say, if the Opie and Anthony show spends 3 hours talking about your flight, you crashed.
That's a good way to end this one today. Jimmy, heading down to Atlantic City, huh?
I am.
Driving?
Yeah.
Me too.
I might hop a flight to Los Angeles, and hopefully they'll just divert.
Oh. Take the old goose and engine soiree.
Oh, you have some Hudson River water on your jacket, Sam.
Pilot, are you, Mr. Grady?
You killed 2 geese and then crash landed between 2 states. I hate to differ with you, sir.
When I realized I couldn't make it back to LaGuardia, my flight plan had to be corrected. Yes, I know I said flight pan.
That's all right. Maybe you were frying something as well. Tonight, the show's tonight, tomorrow is sold out, but Sunday still has, I think still has tickets. And they might check for tonight, tomorrow if you want, because I have comps that I don't use.
Can I get a seat?
Probably. Yes.
They will
like to Charlotte. I'd love to book you on it.
They release tickets, so there might be some really good tickets available for tonight.
Yeah, because I don't use all my comps at all.
Yeah, right on.
It was short for complimentary tickets. And the next Wednesday, I'm actually in Miami doing the Miami Comedy Festival.
Ooh.
And we have a great. I'm so psyched that Monday coming in. We have Fedor.
Fedor.
We have the the Russian heavyweight.
He's an animal.
Best heavyweight in the world.
All right, we're going to leave. They're going to start their music marathon here in New York. It's a whole 92 minutes of songs
about planes
and crashing and stuff.
Learning to fly.
Yeah, they put together a fine music marathon for everybody.
Leaving on a jet plane.
All that stuff in honor of the Miracle on the Hudson. They really worked overtime to make this music marathon make sense.
Buddy Holly and Big Bopper songs?
Sure. Might be a couple hero songs in there just to kind of make it a little special, so. Yeah, they worked really hard on this one, many hours. So, why don't you stick around and show your appreciation for the hard work being done here at this rock station in New York. Music marathon time with Plane and hero songs. What's the first song, by the way?
You want the truth or?
Yeah, the truth.
Yes. Foo Fighters' Monkey Wrench.
There you go.
See?
There you
go. See?
That's very clever.
Yes, because
you don't want every song to be, right in your face obvious. Monkey Wrench,
so if you think about it.
What's the second song?
Plane on the Hudson. It's a good one.
Let's see. Then we have Time from Pink Floyd.
Time,
see?
Perfect.
Time, Monkey Wrench. Just think about it. Think about it.
This Mark Chernoff is he's a genius when it comes to programming rock radio. What's the third song in the music marathon that has everything to do with flying and being a hero?
Guns N' Roses, I Used to Love Her.
See?
That's right.
Unbelievable.
But I had to drown her. And then he booked her on that flight. That's what that means.
Sometimes you gotta, read between the lines. That's the brilliance of Mark Chernoff and his music marathons here in New York.
Are they playing Crazy Train? That's the alternative to get to Charlotte.
What's the next song there, Danny?
Then we'll have a little No Rain from
See?
Blind Melon.
It was perfect flying weather yesterday.
Yes,
this Mark Chernoff, my God. They don't pay him enough.
And the plane landed in that puddle that rotten little kid was jumping in.
Right.
See? In the video, if you remember.
Of course.
Oh, Blind Melon. I thought it was something governor.
Blind governor, nice. And one more.
Stupid Patterson. They have him in a YMCA looking at the pool. And, here you see people diving and doing cannonballs. Passengers are apparently jumping off the wing. Yippee!
Lifeguards.
Stupid idiot he is. I didn't realize there was a locker room here.
She's Governor Bat.
How does he know it was a miracle? Come on.
Of course. He sleeps upside down. That's a miracle.
One more.
Then after that, it's going to be Dave Matthews Band Crash Into Me. No, I'm kidding.
Wow. What is it? It's the theme.
I'll let the bodies hit the floor. No, I'm not joking.
You'd think the governor gets upset when he's at those political meetings and they say, okay, the ayes have it. No, they don't.
Well, have what? Have a deformity? Then he goes, you bet they do.
Let's land into the water safely and get the F out of here.
Yes.
I know, it's amazing how we were doing so good, and then all of a sudden, we're Swiss Air over Canada. Good plane tie-in, Jim.
If you're not joining us for the rest of the show, you guys have a good weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Bye.
Hey, I see a big crowd outside the studio. It must be Friday. Friday's the day to see the Opie and Anthony show.
There it is. Yeah, that's our big day.
Yeah.
For the studio audience.
Tuesday
Friday.
sucks. It's usually one or two people out there.
Yeah.
Very depressing. But Fridays, you get a nice crowd. And I didn't forget, I brought my change in for Stalker Patty. It's heavy, too. Oh, wow. I forgot. And,
I didn't care. So I didn't bring any.
That's funny.
How about like Olivier in the Marathon Man? She can only take home what she can swallow.
Yeah. Well, we can't just hand the change over to Patty.
No.
So we're trying to figure out what to do with the change and Patty.
I already got an answer.
What do you got?
We open her asshole and dump in what she can take.
Nice. Oh, that would be insertion, you know.
That's
great. No, just drop them in from altitude.
How about you close the lid and tape it shut, and then we throw it at her face, and she has to catch it in her teeth. It's just my ideas.
Her chiclets.
I wanted to just like toss all of this on the very cold sidewalk and make her like crawl around picking it up
in our underwear.
That's the best I got so far. Well, we don't want the hypothermia thing.
You can't get
What's
it unless you're in water.
hypothermia?
Huh?
I said you can't get it unless you're in water.
Yeah. Anyone have an idea?
Can you get hypothermia if you don't live in an ice box?
Anyone have an idea for the change bit? Anybody? Dan, you got an idea yet? You're a good idea, man.
Some listeners brought their own change, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How's that guy from the Renaissance period?
Jesus.
Brought in a little fucking pouch.
What, Danny?
Put the spray on the money.
Yeah, the liquid ass?
Oh, that's
No. So tired of that liquid ass.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Oh, it stinks.
We thought about the liquid ass thing. Wow. Really? Wow.
I think it's all quarters, though.
Oh, it is? I'll keep that.
Someone has a flip camera, I guess.
What?
It looked like a flip camera pouch.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Either that or he's born in the 1400s. He's trying the same joke again. Oof. Bomb.
Anyone have an idea for the change bit? Patty, you have an idea?
Just give it to me.
I mean Brooksy. Brooksy. They used to call you Brooksy in school.
Childhood name.
Childhood name.
Ronnie was doing
stupid.
No, Ronnie was doing a bit. It's like, what name did they call you in school, which was, mortifying, right? And Patty goes, well, they used to call me Brooksy. That's not a bad school nickname.
Well, that's
you didn't get the bit.
The only thing, I don't know, last year we had a rollin' honey. We had to put honey on ourselves and rollin' money or something. That's the...
Yeah, it was called Money Honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Figure it out.
I don't know, but that's what that's the only... But that's what I've done.
Come on, we got some very clever listeners. We got a clever staff, or some of the staff is clever.
Can we stand at the exhaust end of a jet engine and throw the change in the front?
Who gave this change?
That's one of our new interns. He brought in his.
Oh, fuck, I'm keeping this
his
one
bag
too.
change.
In the end, I'm going to make money off this bit. No, whoa. All right, we got a lot of change. It's change day on the Opie and Anthony show, and we don't have an idea yet.
How about bobbing for change?
Oh, bobbing for change.
Yeah.
With some icy water, and she has to get her head all the way to the bottom.
Oh, and just dig him out. I don't keep change.
Someone's saying cover her ass in double-sided tape. Make her kind of squat and pick up as much as she can.
She really needs the money, too.
That is good.
Oh, boy, does she.
Work.
How about this? I'll put a 20 on my fist and then just punch her with it.
I watched that.
Mike in Baton Rouge. Mike writes, fill a bucket with shit and have Patty pick through it for her change.
Yeah, it's a good one. That'll get past the lawyers.
Are we allowed to cover her ass in peanut butter and then have her sit down on the change?
Have a German Shepherd give her the change?
I would gather without any insertion. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Do we have peanut butter?
We can get some. That's easy.
All right. No more plain jokes, by the way. We were calling it in for those other fuckers.
Yeah.
We'll do some real stuff over here.
Yeah.
Let's go to Rob on Long Island. Rob.
Hey there, Rob.
Yeah, I got a little idea. How about you douse Patty in maple syrup, put all the change on a tarp on the floor. She has to roll around in all the change, and all the change that sticks to her she gets to keep.
I have a better idea.
Yeah.
How about, how cold is it out right now?
It's about 12 degrees, probably.
How about this? Yeah. We put her in her underpants. We throw like water on her and make her stand outside, and then we drop the change in the thing from the 5th floor and make her catch it. And it lands on her foot.
Ow. Yeah. That might hurt.
Exactly. Not as bad as that joke did telling us.
Yeah, let's go to Bill in Charleston. Bill!
Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, I got an idea. We could put it all in a sock and beat her with it.
Nice. Let's go to David in Kansas City.
What's going on?
I'm learning there's not a lot of Patty fans out there.
Hey, I don't remember what Western it was, but in one of them they used to put all the dimes in his shotgun.
Oh, that was the good, the bad, and the retarded. What, sir?
I said that in that one Western with Christian Bale in it, I can't remember which one it was, they'd load all the dimes in his shotgun barrel and shoot them at people.
Oh, was that Batman?
No, not Batman.
No. Give her some dimes, Joker.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Load up a shotgun with dimes and shoot her with it.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that'll work.
Will the lawyers allow that?
Oh, of course, yeah.
After 5 minutes, whether they would.
Do we have the unedited version of your phone call from last night?
I think it was just one curse. I mean, it wasn't that. It was really
because this is XM. Well, they're asking for the phone call one more time. One more time. Because a lot of people were concerned that Jimmy might have been on a flight yesterday.
Well, people thought that I might have been hurt because they know that I live there. And the first thing everybody thinks of when something like that happens is like, is Jim okay?
Right.
I understand.
Of course. Very important to people, Jimmy.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bit of a megalomaniac.
Someone's suggesting, how about you guys just give her the change and don't do anything on air with her? She's never funny, and you guys just can't seem to realize that.
Oh, who's that? That was instant feedback from God.
I thought her discussion yesterday was quite enjoyable, learning that she's collected 7 hours of vacation time.
7 hours of vacation.
After working for Starbucks for 2 years.
And then she grabbed my cock the way hungry hippo grabs a marble.
Yeah, not very sensitive.
Horrendous. Horrendous.
On her own, she's not funny or entertaining, but we kind of make something out of it.
What if we play some kind of variation of cherry darts? Like where we could get like tape and we could get like double-sided tape, cover her ass in it, and maybe there's point values, and we could throw the change at her. And, you know, if it sticks, she gets to keep it, but then there's like zones. And if you get like, you know, a bullseye, it's worth like 4 times as much or whatever. Or 10 times, whatever.
We'd need double-sided tape.
That's easy, though.
Or peanut butter.
I'm really good at flinging pennies. I almost took out Jimmy's eye.
Jimmy Norton.
Sorry, Jimmy.
You hit me with this penny.
Got a show to do.
Yes, he
does. 3.
Doing them all tonight.
Let's go to Tom in Virginia. Tom? Hello, Tom.
You're out, Tom.
Good, what's up?
Yeah, maybe I could help.
Hey, why don't you get her on all fours, get her naked, and you stack all the coins while you do the show, and whatever doesn't fall off, she gets to keep.
Let's stack the coins on her.
No, because then we just one thing she would do, and she'd go, and she'd drop them. It'd be awful. Yeah, whatever noise she'd make.
There's got to be something she could do for the change. Anybody have an idea out there? Like a real one?
Oh, please.
I guess we could stick roaches in the bag with the money.
This fucking kid has actually a couple of good ideas. It's just we don't prepare. That's actually a great idea. If we had any preparation, that would be a great idea to do.
Yeah.
Because the roaches would be thinking that we're giving them the money, and they have to survive her dopey hands.
Did they clean up the roach problem around here?
You really just open the fridge.
Can we get some kind of live thing?
No, not in this weather. Can't even go outside and turn over a rock. Find a cootie bug.
All right, here's Jim's voicemail, because a lot of people were very concerned about little Jimmy yesterday.
And watch how it peters out at the end. This is why I should be shot in the fucking mouth with a cock.
I just wanted to let everybody know, it's Jim, that I'm okay. I know that everybody's been wondering about me because of this US Airways crash here in New York. I know you're wondering if I'm okay. I'm fine. I wasn't on the plane. I don't fly US Airways. I also don't fly to LaGuardia. But I live on the west side, right by the water, 20 blocks from where the plane went down. And I wasn't outside when it happened. I was in my apartment, and approximately the time it happened, I was balls deep in a girl's hiney. So I was having anal sex, and just thinking that if that plane had tried to get back to LaGuardia and made a left and banged, it could have hit my building and killed me. And that's how I would have died. Oh, with my penis in a girl's hiney. But I'm okay right now, and I just want everybody to know that I'm okay. And I'm going to be fine. Boo.
He does Peter right out.
That was the best example. In the dictionary, under the word fizzle, they have a link to that fucking call.
I like this.
I liked it too until I realized I had nowhere to go with, and I'm going to be, because I just said fine. Fucking stink. Way to not plan anything out, fucking fart tits.
Footer.
Yo, what's up, boys? Hey, we can keep with the Obama thing and have Patty read an Obama speech. Every time she says the word change, we just start hurling change at her.
All right, now we're talking. Now, see, the bit's starting to...
start throwing it at her?
Starting to develop a little bit. You get the Obama change speech. Every time Patty says the word change, we get to throw a handful of change at her. Of course, she would have to be completely nude, so she's completely humiliated.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't have to say that. It's obvious.
Or is there a good change song?
Money.
Changes.
Oh, yeah.
Changes.
Changes by Black Sabbath.
When it's time to change, the Brady Bunch.
Oh, yes.
Come on, I know we could develop this in front of everyone's eyes. That's what we're doing today. Obama change
Boys,
speech.
I'm out of here.
All right, we're on to change.
Yeah.
Dad punches another hole into his belt.
Let's go to Tony in Canada. Tony.
Yes.
Thanks for your geese, fucko.
Yeah, well, we had to do something, eh?
Yeah, I guess.
It's better than Bush when he got in. They dropped 2 towers. Obama's getting in. He's just getting the plane. Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
wow.
I'm from Canada. What do you expect?
Yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense.
What if maybe we have a participant from the audience go shirtless? We put the change on our shirtless audience member, and then double-sided tape on Patty's buttocks, or maybe some other regions, and she has to pick the change up off of said member.
Off of somebody.
So the hickey
or not, we don't have to do that.
No.
How about Patty's a virgin? How about she has to fuck at least 2 of the security guys if we give her the change?
Oh, my God. I know we can figure this out. We're kind of like, we're getting there. See, we're getting there. The creative process at work.
Well, maybe we can see if Patty has any ideas. She's usually an idea person.
Oh, her improv and ideas are fantastic.
Should we at least bring her in for a second to ask her? Pat?
I think we should.
She went to the bathroom.
Oh, did she really? Okay.
Yeah, why would she stay on the bleachers when we're talking
about her?
Right,
yeah,
right.
you know.
Yeah.
She could have pissed before or, during a break or something, but no.
Well, a lot of ideas coming in, but we're waiting for the phones to be answered.
With that pissy sound going into the turlet.
No, she's probably taking like those awful like diarrhea fart shits. like she pushes and it goes.
You have good bowel movements, Patty?
Yeah, but I had to pee.
Oh, I was just wondering if you had good bowel movements.
I do.
Patty, look at all the change. I could pay some bills.
It's a lot of money.
What do you want to do for the change, Patty? What's your idea?
I don't know. The worst thing I could think of was that honey bit 2 years ago.
The honey
I'll never forget
bit.
that. If I had to take a shower last week, I had to take 3 with that.
What?
Yeah, because everything stuck to me.
We have a silly mask.
A silly mask.
Because we could just make this more of a visual. We go outside.
Have her take the one she's wearing off.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we have a mask? What do we got?
We can. I'm sure we have stuff here, and if not, I know that we have stuff at the other joint.
Yeah, Patty, take the Skeletor mask off.
Yeah. I say...
Nothing on that? All right.
I liked it. Oh, the audience boos.
I'll accept their judgment.
They boo with delight.
They certainly do.
Patty, we might put the horse mask on you. The horse head.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we might just toss this change on the sidewalk. It's very busy out there right now, and you have to pick it all up. And then we'll do our stupid radio show.
Horse mask.
With the horse mask on. Where's the horse mask?
I think that's over with the other.
Can we go get that?
We have. I think we have other options here.
Yeah?
We may. I'll go take a look. I'm pretty sure we do.
What, better...
No, well, I mean...
Someone get the horse mask immediately. We got like 10 interns. Get that. And let's see what Danny comes up with in the back room.
The horse mask.
The only thing is, I got to dress warmly because I have medical issues, and hypothermia could put me in the hospital.
Did she just Did she say hypothermia?
Hypothermia.
Oh, you have a really weird medical issue where hypothermia is bad for you?
I have asthma.
Oh, my God. How did you catch that?
What an
and
oddity.
I have a heart condition.
And she laughs.
Exactly. And kicks her foot up. With whimsy.
Oh, the bunny mask.
The bunny mask.
I like the bunny mask.
Yeah, I do like the bunny mask.
The horse mask is ridiculous.
Yeah, the horse mask is humiliating.
It's really bad.
Where's the piggy mask, though?
Hold on, Patty, could you put this mask on?
Oh, yeah, the pig mask.
Yeah, I want to blow someone in the pig mask with this.
Throw that.
All right, put the bunny mask on. All
right.
There you
Now,
go.
could you go on 57th Street and hop in front of a bus? That almost looks too cute. I like the horse mask better.
The horse mask looks so ridiculous.
What's the pig mask?
It's on its way? Okay. Do we have the pig mask?
I don't remember having a pig mask.
Can you see?
for Fatty Pig Fatty.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen that in a very long time.
Do we have a goose mask and an A300?
What's an A300?
It's a plane, dummy.
Exactly. How do you not know anything about aeronautics?
I don't.
It's only been on the news for the whole day. Yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I know.
Yeah, what do you think about the big miracle on the Hudson there, Patty?
I'm glad everybody got out.
They didn't
Why?
all get out.
You know him?
No. I don't know anybody on it.
Then why are you glad?
I'm glad they got out. No, there were no fatalities.
Other than our radio audience during this bit.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Put humor, rest in peace.
Yeah. Humor, we hardly knew ye.
Patty.
How do you think we should... Patty, what do you think we should do to give you the money?
Yeah. We can't just hand
You
it
were
to you.
talking about making a speech or something. Obama tends to say a few words over and over again, like...
Change.
Change.
So do I when I'm talking about him. What? Jesus, Patty. You are about useless. I have no idea what to do with change in Patty that doesn't entail hurting her.
No.
Like, I'm not saying we do it. I'm just saying I can't come up with an idea.
I think the horse mask, the sidewalk, we throw it on the sidewalk. Now she has to pick up all this change in this cold weather in front of people. Let that happen. We do a radio show and we move on.
It's cold out, though.
So? You have gloves today?
I have everything.
Pick up change on the sidewalk with gloves. That'll take a while.
No kidding.
Is it possible she could put on the horse mask and walk up to people, and every time she has to walk up and go, "Hi, I'm Patty, and I'm a stupid horse."
How about hi, I'm a horse?
All right.
Holy shit.
And then what? And then we put you on a real horse and give you a Christopher Reeve mask and hope for the best. High on the horse. It's high on the hog, Patty.
We treat you like that horse that... Oh, fuck, now I can't remember the horse's name.
Which horse? Ardoon?
Yeah, no, the one that... Okay, Ardoon would be a good one. I was thinking the one that they put the tent up around on the track.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Barbarossa.
Barbaro actually lasted for a while on its
Right.
hoof, the paw. The hoof.
The hoof, the paw. What is that? It's a sin, ma.
How about one of us puts on a horse mask and treats her like a guy in Seattle?
All right, we'll take a quick break.
Why don't these survivors go home?
What?
Why don't these survivor guys go home?
I've had enough of this one guy who's like the face of the plane crash victims.
Yeah.
I'm tired of him and his thin lips. He got fucking stupid hairdo.
The Giovanni Ribisi of the air.
He bugs me.
He got brand new clothes for his big interview on MSNBC.
Exactly, with his big shitty ears. That's probably what happened. The wind resistance was cut down by his fucking big shitty flap ears.
He's pointing himself out on the wing like a
Exactly.
class picture.
Who cares?
I'm right there.
Yeah, this is me doing nothing but being rescued like the helpless fucking fawn that I was. All of a sudden, he's Mr. Big Shot. Where were you when the fuck on the wing? You stood there like every one of the other slobs. His brand new jeans. Who's the fucking hole?
I think that's probably his wife or something, huh?
Oh.
He's bringing her over.
Oh, she looks good.
Is she pregnant?
I'm sure another survivor.
Or
that's
just,
all. That's a survivor.
Is it?
Yeah.
Think so?
You gonna bring her over?
A little bunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does have a little bunt on her there.
So what did you do when the plane went down? I ate 40 cushions.
All right.
Now this guy's mad that she's there yapping. He's trying to get his side in again.
Yeah, taking up his spotlight.
He's like, look, I thought we were going to die. I jammed 3 fingers in it. What do I know? What do I know? So I always said I would do.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. I just grabbed the nearest chick and start fucking her.
I'm lucky if my dick stays hard under ideal conditions in a hotel.
Yeah, on a crashing plane.
Yeah, as everyone's bracing for impact, my penis would wilt.
All right.
Good, the graphic with the giant plane flying over where the wings touch both sides, Jersey and New York.
It's been a new bridge.
Exactly.
Yeah. Halfway through, you're in the cabin.
That's a huge plane they show on the graphics.
The graphic is horrible.
All 27,000 passengers survived.
I apologize, it's not built to scale.
Miracle on the aircraft bird strikes. In 2007, there was 7,600.
Wow. They're becoming a problem.
They're counting cars and bikes and skateboards and everything else.
Everything.
Yeah. Now, what is the news saying? Oh.
We're not going to cut Patty's hair. That's
For change? No.
We've done that. And Patty would call the authorities at this point, right, Patty?
Oh, I'd probably die. No.
Shut up. What's interesting about you is you used to be into things like that. Like the cutting the hair, the weird things, and you wouldn't do anything sexual. Now you're like a sexual monster.
Yeah.
You're touching cock, you're fucking, getting naked, you're letting people diddle you, you're putting fucking vibrators up your pussy, you're doing all kinds of stuff.
You had a finger in your bum.
You had a finger in your bum?
My finger.
Remember that? Jimmy's finger.
We were allowed to do that, remember?
It was in your bum.
Yeah.
One in your bum and one in your slit.
Bum.
And then you grab my penis the way a trap closes around the leg of a mink.
Probably made up for lost
Jimmy
time.
had to chew his dick off to get your hand away from.
All right, the horse mask has arrived. Let's at least look at the horse mask.
Oh, it's great.
Let's put the horse mask on, Patty.
Patty.
There you go.
I'm starting to think that Danny doesn't like Patty.
No, it's just funny.
She puts it on and goes from the back to the front. See, I was insinuating she was a horse's ass. And now she's... Oh, fuck.
Can you see, Patty?
What?
Oh, my God. It's all dented.
Can you see?
Yeah,
exactly. It looks like a horse with AIDS.
Yeah, it's a horrible horse.
Yeah, who sat on the horse head?
The horse is dented. Its nose is dented.
To be fair, I think it's been sitting around the office for about 2.5 years.
Oh, really? Oh, that might be why. There it is. Pull out that horse's cheek.
There you go, Patty.
Dude, I just say this really loud. Hi, I'm Patty, and I'm a stupid horse.
Hi, I'm Patty, and I'm a stupid horse.
Now say that while running full speed at the window.
No.
She looks like the baby in Eraserhead.
Without the mask.
Yeah, that was before she put the mask on.
That mask looks so silly.
It is a silly, silly mask. Is it getting hot in there, Patty? You'll steam it up?
No, it just feels weird. I've never worn a horse's head before.
Well, who has, Patty?
Really? I don't think you have to really say that.
I like the tough to fuck. Look at the horse is wearing Pacino's wig. Gotta get lift from my hooves.
Yeah. Thick horseshoes. What's the matter there, Patty? You don't, got no ideas? Just wearing a horse mask? Yeah.
It's very strange acting like a horse.
You're not acting like a horse.
Like a
you have a
horse.
stupid horse mask on. Gallop around the room for a minute. Gallop.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Why is she doing
Palsy
that?
horse.
Shit, she needs to be put down.
Should we just throw it on the sidewalk and then move on with the show?
Literally. 5 floors out the window. Yeah. Speaking of that, goddamn, that fucking, what's his name? Patrick McGowan. He died the same day, what's his name?
Escape from
Just died.
Montalban.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, Ricardo Montalban. But my favorite was in Braveheart when his gay son had his gay lover, and he was like his advisor to the military, and he walked into the room and asked his son's gay lover what he thought about the situation as he put his arm around him and guided him toward the window, and then just heaved him out the fucking window. Best scene ever in a movie.
I don't remember that part.
Oh, it's fantastic.
How high up were they?
Oh, real high up. The guy just fucking splattered on the ground.
If he's the same guy I'm thinking of, is he the one from Escape from Alcatraz as the warden?
I think it's the warden.
I love it. No one has ever escaped from Alcatraz. This guy was fucking the greatest clip speech.
Oh,
he's now dead.
He's dead.
Poor Doc. Just wanted to paint.
Yeah. Took his painting supplies away.
Yeah.
Because he didn't like the picture of him. I love that picture of him.
His eyes were all wide.
Wide. I'm the warden. I'm watching. Right.
All right, Patty. I think we might just throw this on the sidewalk and move on with the show, and then maybe get a little video or something. 'Cause I don't know what else to do with it.
I don't know. I have no idea what to do with you and change. Yeah. Maybe cut your legs off. Something.
What, Patty?
I guess the sidewalk.
With the horse mask on?
I guess so.
Or we could see how much change you could, put in your panties.
Ew.
What kind of panties you got
in the
on
back?
today?
It looked like a big load of shit.
Opie and Anthony panties.
Oh, one of your 3 pair, right?
Let me see your panties.
Come on, horsey. Let's see your panties.
Maybe we pour the change into your panties, and you try to keep as much as you can in your panties.
How about this? I know that the stink stuff we've used a lot of.
Yep.
But I wish there was something that we could dump that stink stuff into, and then put the change in there and make her rifle through that, so she has to get the stink stuff all over her hands and all over the change.
Oh.
We wouldn't want to smell it, but they wouldn't.
No, I know.
Yeah, the audience.
Well, no, they would love
it. They're begging for it.
They would like it a lot.
At this point,
then she'd have to have that stuff all over her hands and the change in her pocket.
Yeah.
I think the honey was worse, though, because I had to take 3 showers with that.
Yeah, we heard.
Yeah. How many showers after the honey?
About 2 or 3 to get it all out.
It's amazing how she just changed the number.
That was so sticky. And it wasn't just honey, it was maple syrup, too.
Well, you didn't even shower after that, did you?
Well, I had to go home.
Why didn't you shower?
How many showers did you take?
Yeah, you should.
And I actually had to take the train that way with everything sticking to me. And I was like, oh, my God.
You should have showered.
And everything.
Why didn't you shower when you got home?
I did.
Once?
2 or 3 times.
I think I thought of something.
All right.
We could still do the street thing.
Yeah.
You know how there's usually, and I hope he's there, but usually there's a filthy, disgusting bum.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what if the change happened to spill out, and then her and the bum have to fight against the change?
And she, of course, has the disadvantage because she's wearing the horse mask.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm sure she'll be quite intimidated by scary, smelly homeless guy.
By a homeless bummy guy.
I'm afraid of those people. Some of them are
Well,
not.
we'll see how much. We'll see how much you want your bills paid, because that's what we're going to do, I think.
Yeah, it is a good one.
Can we get the cross-dressing bum too? Is he out there?
That's just a mean motherfucker. That
boy,
thing.
is he?
Enough. Where is he? Fucking Harry Dean Stanton in a sexy wig. What a creep that guy is.
Maybe we could give you like a maple syrup, hair washing, and then you use your hair to pick up the change. There's a lot of it.
It was sticky.
How we just handed the change?
Yeah, at this point. Fuck. Roll it up in duct tape and throw it at her. Are you hitting her with it?
Hit her right square in the head.
Patty, you have head protection on. What are you covering?
You have a horse mask. What are you afraid of? Patty, what are you scared of? Oh, hope he's quite the marksman with that,
oh, come on.
Looking the change. I'm fearful of a bum shot. He's flicking the change at her, and she's trying to dodge it.
It's hard because I can't see
Yeah.
too well.
That's because you're wearing a protective horsey mask that won't hurt if you get hit with a penny with it.
Why are you covering with your hands? He's not
What are you
flicking
covering?
bowling balls.
I don't know, but it's weird.
You're weird.
Cool. Leonard Lawrence has entered the studio.
I can't get out of the way in time.
It's just a penny being flicked at you.
Why don't we just hand it to her? Tell her to put it in her pockets.
Yeah, move on.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I thought he was...
All right, we'll take a break and move on with the show. It's change day. Patty gets mine and a few other people's change
Dude,
today.
I probably have $200 worth of change in my house.
Yeah?
Yep.
I don't save change. Whenever I get it, I leave it in whatever store I'm in. Like, because I can't... And you know why? The iPhone. Because I've got to put my iPhone in the pocket, and if I put change in the same pocket, it
You
scratches
realize that's how
it
much
up.
it's worth?
Yes.
Piece of shit that is.
Scratches it up.
Oh, cool.
So I just take my change and I'll leave it somewhere where some little kid will grab it and go, ooh, I could buy some candy.
Wear in your pants?
Oh, fuck them.
What you ought to do is leave the change in your pocket, then when you have to make a call, put the iPhone on one ear and the change on the other and notice the exact same thing happening.
All right, we'll figure it out after the break.
Right.
All right, Opie and Anthony. All right, back with the Opie and Anthony show. We're in a quandary with this change stalker Patty bit.
I got it.
We're pretty much going to give up on it, obviously, but...
I got it, Ope.
What do you got?
We hand her the change, and she has to hold it, and they put a firecracker on her clit.
I like it. See, that's the shit I like with Patty. Oh. Bang, 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 bang. A little less Claypool.
There's a plane in the water. What happened?
Is this Primus or one of his side projects?
No, this is Primus. This is off Pork Soda. It's called DMV.
Oh.
You like Primus?
I love Primus.
Yep,
Rules. Yeah, I never got a chance to see him either, so I'm really pissed.
Aren't they still playing or no?
No, it's like Les is doing his own thing. Like sometimes he'll be with some of the guys, sometimes he'll be with some other guys.
It's okay because it all sounds like this when it's
it does,
less.
but I had the chance to see him, and I could have went to Metallica one night and then Primus the next night, and instead I chose to see Metallica twice.
You
in a row.
should have.
It's all right. It's not like you fucking went to the Carpenters.
Yeah. Like you saw little Anthony and the Imperials in the fucking Ritz somewhere. Hey,
Great show. What a performer.
That was wonderful. Tears on his pillow. Your lips to God's ears. John Velvey had a funny cover that was like, tears on my pillow, stains on my sheets, la la la. La la la.
What was the goof line, though?
Stains on my sheets?
Oh, the stains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's more to it.
American Life's a good song by Primus.
It is, actually. I've used that one before for things.
All right.
Secret show.
Right. What? Secret show when?
No, nothing. I just used that song as part of the intro,
during the
actually.
secret show.
I see. All right, Patty, you want to just grab your change? I'm very disappointed in the fact that we couldn't come up with at least something.
Well, it was sort of impulsive yesterday, and thing with the plane crash, it wasn't really one of those big. Although the water landing, as I like to call it, it wasn't really a top priority to come up with it. So then,
No, here's the difference.
What? Yes.
If we have change and we hand it to Patty, that bit crashed.
Yeah, where is the fucking idiot?
Patty, still sitting there with the horse mask on the bleachers. Patty. Here comes Patty again. Oh, my God.
She can't even walk with it on. She's walking like our governor. Yes, that too.
Hi, Patty.
Hi.
We go back to you
Hi.
in the horse mask.
Nah, you're broke. We all know this. You owe money to your fucking cable bill, right? Your phone, your rent, everything else. How much rent do you pay a month?
Well, now I reduced it to $419 because I went and got recertified.
Recertified as what?
For Section 8. You have to prove your income
What are you,
2
Klinger?
times a year.
She's too crazy to fucking be in a regular house.
How do you learn about this stuff?
Yeah, you did your research on
So
fucking
weird.
glomming off of fucking society, didn't you?
No, I was.
Yes, I
eligible
did. I
for it.
went to
It took me 4
leech.com.
years to get it.
It took you 4 years to get it.
Yeah, because you're on a waiting list, so you have to wait.
Right.
That's what a waiting list is. Yeah, you have to wait.
Yeah.
That's good.
Danny's teaching Hip Hop Ron how you mic someone that's wearing a horse
You were. I
was holding it head.
Yeah, he was. No, he was holding it in front of the horse's mouth, on a horse mask.
But see,
I was not.
There's like a 12-inch
Yeah.
snout
But see,
off of the mask.
The person wearing the horse mask, you would actually mic the throat of the horse mask.
Oh, okay. I got
Which would be close to the
Where
mouth
her
of
mouth
the person
is.
wearing the horse head.
But if a real horse ever comes in here to talk, you're the man to
Yes, we're
Thank you.
for our exclusive interview with a horse. Got the man for the job. Yes, Jimmy.
So you got your Section 8, and you got it reduced? How did
Well,
you find out you could even do
my
that?
income went down a little bit.
So it's
you
based
know.
on your income?
So
Wait, your income went from what to what?
Well, it went from, I don't know, 16,500 to like just below 16, like on 1595.
A day?
Something like that. And
Oh.
a year.
Oh, shame.
Yeah, so it goes up and down accordingly, and it slides, and, you know, it's a grant, and
A grant?
the city picks up the rest, you know, but I waited 4
No, the
years
city doesn't pick
for
up the
it.
rest. The taxpayers pick up the rest.
Well, I also get taxed heavily, too, you know, with my insurance and taxes.
Are you out
I
of your
lose almost
fucking
100 a
mind?
week.
You don't pay income tax.
Yes, I do. They take, I'm
You get it
maximum
all
for my
back.
income. Yeah, I get 15% taken out plus my health insurance.
Wait.
which I pay myself.
15% tax. In April,
Yeah.
when you do your taxes,
I always get a refund.
you get a refund that is 100% of what you put in.
Yeah, but the last few years I didn't collect all of it because I owed taxes that were back taxes. I finally paid them all off, both that way and, you know, just sending the money. So now I don't owe anything.
So you don't pay
tax.
you
I
don't
get everything back.
So you don't pay taxes.
Well, they take them out of my check.
But you get it back.
Yeah,
You
almost
stupid
all
horse.
of it, yeah.
Right? Yeah, you get it back.
Yeah.
So you make 16 G's, and then your rent is what'd you say? For what?
$4.19
A month?
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind
Now
of
it
steep
is.
for
Before I was paying $5. You know.
Oh, boy, they must love that when they reduce it. Ugh. What is it? I've seen you on Pal Talk. You got like one single light bulb. You're like in that jail cell from.
It's only one room.
Hopefully
but
it's
I don't have
caretakers.
sunlight or anything.
Caretaker. It is like caretaker's fucking jail cell. I want to fill your bulb up with gasoline.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm content with what I have.
Yeah,
but-
Brooksy?
What?
All right, Patty. I guess we just give you your change and get the fuck out of here.
I gotta go.
Trying to make a stimulating conversation with her, but it just doesn't work. There's
Drop
some
some
change.
Oh
I
my
think you dropped a little change.
It scares me.
What?
No. That hit my foot.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Let's see where this
Where
hits.
is it? Oh, there it is.
I have a feeling this change.
Patty, step closer when I hand you the change.
Yeah, throw it at me.
What? Step forward a little bit.
I can't.
Just step forward. I wouldn't throw it at you. No, move her over there. Patty, here's my change.
Now clean it up!
Enjoy.
Be a change picker upper, just like your father.
Why is she rubbing her legs? I didn't hit you.
Yeah, you're
Bounced
wearing
off the floor, maybe.
giant fucking boots.
It scares me because I
Patty,
can't
it's
see
fine.
it
Get a hold of yourself.
Scared you.
You're
All right,
panicking and ruining the show.
Now, Patty,
You're a
get,
horse. You're supposed to say it spooked you.
Patty, get naked because it's very hot in here, and then start crawling around and pick up your change for everybody, all right?
Okay.
Well, at least we made something sexy out of the bit.
Yeah.
You want me to cool?
No.
Watching.
Oh, god damn.
Patty.
Send her to the glue factory.
Moving around so much I can hardly see.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Jimmy.
Bye, Jimmy. I'll see you later.
Let's say goodbye to Jimmy going down to
AC. Yeah.
Got some tickets available maybe for Sunday's show.
Yeah, I'm going to
be in the area.
It's a long drive.
Ooh.
Bye, boys. I'll see you next week.
All right, Jimmy.
I'll see you tonight.
All right, James.
Patty, good seeing you.
What is she? Why are you covering your head?
I wish I could see.
Patty, what are you doing? We're not even paying attention
Because
to you.
the head moves to the part where it's the cheek and you can't see.
Do you realize you'll be there for hours like that?
Yeah, it's like you're seeing double almost.
Huh?
Oh, really?
We should just have her keep the horse mask on and right through Ron and Fez, just keep collecting the change.
Till she dies of asphyxiation.
Yeah, well, with this mask on, it'll take forever.
Yeah, it certainly will.
Forever! She almost kind of like taking on a horse kind of...
Unbelievable. All right, Chris in Arizona. Chris.
Hey, guys.
Hey, buddy.
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
Now, we all fuck up in life and we get into situations we can't control, but this is a woman who claims to be very smart. She's got a degree, college degree. How the hell does she, after all these years, never gotten a real job, 8 hours a day, making a decent salary? I mean, what the hell is the deal with that?
She's got mental issues, obviously, that we exploit on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Great radio. I love it. All right, later, boys.
All right, yeah, because she is a very good worker, but she's doing something wrong.
Yeah, because she should have a 40-hour-a-week job.
Right.
She should be in her own place without government subsidy.
I'm amazed that with all these, faithful listeners, not one of them have figured out a nice little spot for her.
A little job?
A little job, yeah. It's not going to break anyone's bank if they own a business. They'll get a really good worker. It's too bad she lives in the city, We could use help like her at the old restaurant.
That's another thing. She decides to fucking live in Manhattan.
Right, of all places.
The only place I could get. Nothing else was available.
Patty, are you out of your mind? You know how much cheaper it is to go into some fucking shithole in Jersey?
Newark would be perfect for you.
Yeah, Newark would be great.
You could live in a penthouse in Newark on $4.19 a month or whatever it was.
The train terminal and Berry Street.
Yeah, no trains go to Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, path.
Patty, you're gonna have to.
And she goes, "Yeah, path."
Patty, you're gonna have to take breaks because if you take the horse mask off at any time during this, then we take all the money back. All right. All right. Let's say hi to Footer. Footer.
Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on?
Hey, man.
I hope you're gonna appreciate this one. Back when Danny had said earlier about going to see Metallica twice instead of seeing Primus or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, back in like I want to say 1990.
Hold on, man. All the change Patty picked up, she dropped on the floor. She can't even do this job right.
I think she was trying to put it in the bag.
What happened, Hip Hop?
She went to put the money in the Ziploc bag and she just missed it completely.
So now she's got to start over, and
There's
that's
a
all.
hole in the bag.
After 5 minutes, that's all she collected was a handful. Oh my God! I apologize to Ron and Fez in advance, but this is how it's got to go down. She doesn't get to just quickly pick up the change.
She's got to start over again. She missed the bag in one hand with the change in the other hand.
All right, go ahead, Footer.
Motor skills of Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, Footer.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
So my buddy calls me up and he's like, I'm going to the Limelight tonight. He goes, I'm going to see a few bands. I don't know who's playing, but I'm going down there. So I go down there. So I end up not going down there, and he ends up telling me it was Smashing Pumpkins, Pearl Jam, and Red Hot Chili Peppers was like the main group. And I totally just blew it off for like no reason.
You probably could have been like 10 feet from the stage,
I saw that gig.
Story, oh my God, Billy Corgan. I met him behind, one of those fucking things. I blew it for no reason.
I went to that gig and Smashing Pumpkins opened the whole thing up. And I was the guy that said, who the fuck are these assholes? They'll never make it.
You're the man, exactly. That's exactly fucking God. Great. All right, boys. Have a great day.
All right, thank you. Hip Hop, how much change has she picked up?
She got her original handful back.
Handful?
Yeah, a handful.
There's hundreds of handfuls on the floor.
Yeah.
She keeps moving from pile to pile, not realizing it's all one area.
Yeah, why don't you just clean up you're grazing like a horse.
Right.
You're going around.
Oh my God, she's one by one by one.
Oh, there it goes into her pockets.
Into the pockets, Patty. They're
in
very
her
nice.
sweatshirt.
Looks like you have a bunch.
I know. Now it's all sagging down. Looking good, Patty.
Yeah, by the way, you can't, someone is suggesting that we don't give you a bag. You got to just carry it home any way you can.
It's with the fucking baggie. You're
Yeah.
breaking the rules.
What hip-hop?
No, there's a hole in it. She realized there's a hole in it.
Oh.
She's picking up pennies.
Oh, I don't see them.
What? Why don't you pick up the higher denominations first, so that when we fuck you over, you'll at least have that. What is she doing? She's like, how could you not see? There's 80 holes in that fucking horse head mask.
Are you getting hot in the horse head mask?
Yeah, a little. But it's hard to see now because it's sagging
We know.
down on me.
Is it hard to see in it?
All right.
She just won't shut up.
We got the prank call from the Access show.
Yeah.
This is worth playing, right?
What is that?
Little audio. Man pranks public access show.
Well, yeah, it's like it's kind of like a double header thing. I mean, on one hand, he's trying to prank the this public access show, but then on the other hand, the guy who's doing the show live is having a problem with getting rid of him.
Oh, really?
So not only does he have to deal with the prank caller, but now he has to deal with a prank caller he can't get rid of.
Ah, nice. Let's take a listen to this.
Let's see who this is going to read out here. Hello, caller, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, you said you learn from your viewers and they can learn from you. I had a question.
Sure, be nice now.
Was Jesus gay?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I think that would probably be a question for you to ask me, sir.
I would really like to ram you right in the back patch.
What would you say? You worked on a ranch before?
I
think I worked on a ranch too one time.
You're a red shirt ass. You're a red shirted ass. Look at you struggling.
Yeah, I know. That's all right.
Oh, man. What a fool. Look at you, you piece of
Okay.
bitch.
So anyway.
So you have to understand it's live, right? And so as he's pranking him, he's watching him on the television.
Right.
So so now the guy's fumbling on his little phone bag, and that's when you hear the guy on the phone go, look at you struggling.
You're red. What do you call him? A red-shirted
you're just
ass?
a red-shirted ass.
Red-shirted ass. He couldn't hang up on him.
You're struggling, man. What are you talking about, folks?
All right.
Rickety cricket, chirp, chirp, DJ. Hey,
Rickety
Emma, told ya. Let's put Daddy Magnum. Daddy Magnum. Come on, turn it on. Turn it on. Find the button. Come on.
How's that for you? Nobody can hear you now, huh? So nobody can hear you. So let's go to the $30
You're killing me small.
Okay.
So basically, in that clip,
Wow.
the guy's panicking so bad that because obviously he can't disconnect the call, so he thinks in a panic situation, the best thing that he could come up with for his show is to just try to drown the guy out with
Aldo
music.
Nova song.
So he obviously you hear him. He goes, yeah, no, well now no one can hear you, and it's just like, well, I got news for you, show host. No one can hear you either. Now you're just playing music on like what's worse, having the guy just hand you your own ass or just play a song.
How could he not cut the guy off?
I don't know. He was somebody I'm sure could have helped.
Like, look at you struggling.
But oh man, were they not helping at all? Like, and he's just pressing buttons and nothing's working for him.
Good.
It was just so great to see him in a panic.
It's hard to hear, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't remember it being so muddy like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going off the reaction of the people on the bleachers. They're
well, you can ditch it. That's fine. Thought it was funny, 8 weeks ago.
It's just hard to hear.
Yeah. It's like tinny.
Muddy.
I thought it was funny, though.
All right.
Like when anyone's fucked. All right, Patty, how you doing?
It's the horse. No, don't do that, please.
No.
The horse head is slipping, and I can hardly see where anything is.
She can hardly see the change.
Well, you really need the change, though, Patty.
Having such a hard time.
Patty, I might just invite all the listeners to come in and collect change. You might have to fight the rest of the audience for it.
You know, the pennies also look like dimes if you look at them fast enough.
Yeah, if you're colorblind and have no sense of touch.
How about you go for the quarters? They don't look like anything but quarters.
Moving it around, that makes it harder to see.
She is a fucking mess.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, just taking a look at... What are you doing? Oh, Patty.
Just pulled it off.
Who pulled the mask off?
That's a penalty.
Patty, they're calling a penalty. That's really bad.
Jesus. Wow, she's really hanging on. She really hung on to that. Danny tried to... Oh, there goes the change again on the floor.
My knees are hurting.
Are they, you whore?
Arthritis syndrome.
Your arthritis.
Arthritis as she tries to pick up change to pay her bills. This is hilarious.
Why don't you
hardly any of it. It looks.
Why don't you use the bunny mask as knee pads?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want to hurt. I don't want to ruin the
You
mask.
don't want to hurt what? The bunny mask.
You're like really stupid. Because she's picking up the same change for the third time now. You fucking wreck.
Huh?
I'm just thinking, Anthony brings up a good point. I mean, she really is retarded because I could think of probably 7 better ways to pick up that change.
Yeah.
Than doing what she's doing, which is just using her thumb and forefinger and trying to pick up each coin individually.
Yeah.
You're not going to give me a broom.
No, but I think that there's certain, you have like no survival skills. Like how would you ever survive? Like you have to use things around you to your benefit, and I just don't see how you're not grasping that concept.
A simple tool.
You could definitely sweep it into a pile and then get a little more than one at a time.
Yeah, what's the matter with you?
And that's why I'm not going to help you, because I think you deserve to sit there and pick up each coin individually. Because if you don't have the brains to actually figure out how to do this efficiently, then you deserve to be there on your knees like that.
You gonna roll those up, Patty, or just take them to the bank like in your sweatshirt? Patty?
What?
Holy shit.
What?
You gonna roll those up, or you gonna just take it to the bank like that in your sweatshirt?
You can just go to TD Bank and just drop it in the machine.
Yeah, they got free coin counting or whatever the hell they call it.
Oh, that's what I saw Regis doing. Yeah, wow.
All right. The good news is we only have 37 minutes left in the show, so we'll take a break and figure out something next. Opie and Anthony. We're back with the Opie and Anthony show. We just checked in with Patty. She's breathing really heavy. She thinks she needs her asthma medication.
She's a fucking mess.
You all right, Patty? Patty.
What?
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're breathing heavy.
Survive.
Huh?
I'll survive.
Do you need your asthma medication? Patty.
What?
Do you need your asthma medication?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm fine.
You were breathing all heavy, though, and you're fucking, like, talking about your asthma and your arthritis.
It's okay.
You're a fucking wreck.
I don't need it.
What? And also, did you work today?
Breathing, I'm
Did you,
fine.
shut up, did you work today?
Not today, yesterday.
Did you shower?
Yeah.
When was the last time you showered? Be fucking honest, don't lie.
Last night.
And don't lie, because I'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last night. Because we're getting reports.
I shower every night.
We're getting reports that you stink.
I don't.
That you have BO. What do you think about that? What about your clothes? Did you wash that sweatshirt?
Actually.
Actually what? No.
Actually, no.
Back on again.
All right.
Oh, see, that's why you're reeking then.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not.
How much change did you give collected?
You are.
You collect a lot of change already, Patty?
I guess. I can't, You're
going to be here all day. Yeah. Hey, where's my my buddy Danny? Is he out there?
Smells like a horse.
Right here. Yeah, come on in here, bro. Are you broke?
No, I'm not broke.
You're not broke?
Nope.
All right.
That's open for debate.
But I'll take the money now.
You'll take the money away from Patty?
Yeah,
if you're not broke, whatever, it's fine. What's going on?
Oh, we don't care. He's taking it anyway.
Whoa, Danny.
He got right down there.
Whoa.
He
What are you
got
doing?
right down there, and he's taking it.
Yeah, get on mic here. What's going on in your world, sir?
Not much. I just helped out with the moving job.
A moving job? That's big for you.
Yeah, I was helping out with the moving job.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, I help out with moving jobs. My sister's father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot of like heavy lifting and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's a heavy lifting. It's heavy lifting. The boxes get heavy, but
You're not like a big guy, though. It seems like it might be a tough job for you. Usually when I see movers, they're big, like burly men.
And that's why they sometimes have two people. Sometimes.
Yeah.
The really heavy stuff, you got to have two people. Most of the time, but because of the economy, it's mostly storage than it is moving.
Oh, people storing their stuff.
Yeah, my sister's father has these storage containers somewhere in Fairfield.
Yeah. How many bodies are in there now since
Fairfield,
you
Connecticut.
the combination?
I have no idea what the heck they put in those boxes. I just know I just help them. I just load them on the truck and just pull them out of the truck. That's all.
Fascinating. Hey, what do you think of the plane crash there?
Well, coincidence enough, guess I was watching season 4 of Lost.
Right.
So it's just coincidence that this happened to happen. And I said, damn, what's the odds of that? I'm watching Lost and this happens.
Well, you know.
What are the odds?
What are the odds?
You watch a TV show
about a plane crash.
Coincidence, though enough, speaking of plane crashes, I had a crazy dream a week ago about I'm on a plane. I happened to be on a plane that happened to be an Oceanic.
Yeah.
And Black Earl was the pilot.
Oh, really?
That's trouble right there, right?
Yeah, that's trouble.
You certainly didn't make it to your destination then, huh, sir?
Yeah, that's trouble. And
Did he pass out while he was trying to land?
And my sister, for some reason, is playing around with the liquid ass.
Oh, fuck.
What's going on there?
That's kinky.
I don't know what the heck she's doing, but she's just spraying it all over the plane.
Yeah.
And I'm telling her, say no shit, and keep that away from Black Earl.
Yeah. That's a weird dream. It's a show dream.
Yeah.
You have a lot of show-related dreams with people from the radio shows?
No, sometimes if I'm watching a movie or something, maybe I've had dreams about that.
Yeah.
I remember once I had this, I don't know, I'm watching this show on the cable, Aquatine Hunger Force.
Of course.
And there's this talking meatball-like character named Meatwad.
Yes.
And I had a crazy dream where for some reason there's a gigantic meatwad in the house.
I had cartoon dreams when I was 6. I remember once Casper made a duty, and that was usually when those stopped. But so you have cartoon dreams, huh?
No, not really cartoons. It's usually sometimes if I'm watching something, if I'm up late and I'm watching something,
then it becomes something.
Why don't you watch
dreams.
porno so you could
have
maybe
nice
get a little
dream.
in your dream?
Yeah, that actually happened once where I fell asleep at a porn watching one once.
Wait a minute, at a porn theater?
No.
Were you gonna say?
No, I'm at my house.
Oh, at your house, you're watching a porno, you fell asleep, and what? You started dreaming that you were in the porno?
Yeah.
Did you make cumsies on yourself?
Yeah, something like that. Embarrassing enough though. A phone call wakes me up.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, boy, that's embarrassing.
Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah.
Who could that have been on the phone?
I don't know. It was my cousin for some reason who for a while is having all these concerns ever since Obama's won the election.
Yeah, well,
he has all these
all
these weird.
Give your cousin
concerns.
my number. We could hash it out. What's his concerns?
He's just having concerns about losing money, being overtaxed.
Yeah. Am I your cousin? Very concerned.
No, but easy enough. You could easily fit. You'd fit in very well with a lot of my relatives.
Really? Why, do they hate you too?
No. It's for some reason they're always very entertaining. Those.
Oh well, thank you. That's good. Does this cousin have a problem with Obama for any other reason? Maybe racially or anything?
No, he's just concerned about this country turning into a communism.
Turning into a communism.
I meant turning into a communist country.
Right.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, well, he's very socialist programs that he wants to put in there. You know?
I know. for a while, I think it was like almost a month after the election, I'm getting calls and I'm saying, is this another Obama call? And he's pointing out something on Hannity and Combs, and
Do you like Obama?
I got very mixed opinions about this guy.
What do you like about him, and then what don't you like about him?
Well, the thing is, he's like a big question mark.
Yeah.
So it's like so I can't complain about him there. But at the other part, though,
this is just like kids say the darndest things, isn't it? Wait, so the positive, the what is a question mark? That's the bad thing?
Yeah, the question mark is either there's something good going to come out of this or something bad about it, because he doesn't say anything.
Positive, maybe.
Every time I see this guy spoke during the election, all they keep saying is, like, we need change in just about every sentence.
Yeah, well, that was his catchphrase, sure.
Every sentence, we need change. Yes, we can.
And
you don't like impression?
That? What?
Wow, you sound like the real people.
That's all he seemed like he keeps saying, all right? Yeah, all right. What are you talking about, change? What kind of change are you talking about? I say, if you want change, then I'll mail you some change. I'll send it to 1600
Pennsylvania.
What
Avenue?
So that's what you don't like about him. What do you like about him? You said you had mixed, feelings. So that means
the good thing is, I have a feeling that maybe he'll put more troops in Afghanistan and finally get that fucker by the name of Bin Laden. Hopefully.
Wow, you're way off on that.
Well,
that ain't happening.
I don't think so.
He might pull back a little bit, my friend. He might be going that direction. Hey, someone said that you said that you helped your sister's father, right, with the moving thing?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be your father?
She's got a different father than me.
Okay. All right. That answers that.
Same mom, though?
Yeah, same mom.
All right.
But she's not the only sibling of mine that shares only one parent.
Really?
No, I got two brothers that share the same father. But
Wait. You have two brothers that have the same father and your mother?
No, I got two brothers that share only the same father. My father.
Your father?
Yeah.
And then you have a sister that shares the mother.
Yeah.
The fuck is going on at your place?
No, it's simple. My father had a previous marriage prior to my mom.
Yeah, we figured that much out.
And then my sister, of course, has a different father.
Right. Danny, now, last time you were in here, you were talking about your neighborhood. Is it getting better? You were bitching about what, the Mexicans, was it?
I was just saying there was too many illegals.
Too many illegals, right.
Illegals.
And they're like leaving trash on the lawns and stuff when they're waiting for jobs?
Yeah. Actually, not only that.
Oh.
It's the freaking reason why we're all overtaxed in this country.
Why?
Too many of them.
Because of the illegals?
Yep.
Illegals.
What do they do that makes us pay so many taxes?
Simple as them having them being here in this country, sneaking in, and actually getting past the borders and practically living here illegally.
And that's hurting our taxes?
Here it is.
Well, that's fascinating.
Wow, you should be president.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing this weekend?
Not much. Just
don't look at me like for an invite. I'm just asking. Yeah, come by the house.
I'm not.
Huh?
Nothing.
I'm not doing that much.
What do you do for fun? We barely know ye. What are you doing for fun? What do you do for fun?
It's simple. I just go. I go visit some of my friends.
Yeah. Are they real?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, okay.
What do you do with your friends?
I don't know. I watch movies, play video games.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I invite them when I'm going someplace.
Okay. You're very vague, Danny.
You really are vague. Like, you can't say, we go to a certain bar or we hang out and...
Like when you go places, like where? The mall?
Some Xbox?
No, sometimes a restaurant out where I live.
Yeah. All right. And I see you're wearing a Pink Floyd hoodie.
Yeah, it's a shirt I got for Christmas.
Yeah, it's nice. You like the Pink Floyd, obviously.
Yeah, it's a nice shirt.
What's your favorite Pink Floyd song?
I don't really have a specific favorite in particularly.
No.
Any ladies in your life lately?
No.
No dating?
No, not lately. Last time was when I was 19, but that broad moved away.
That broad moved away.
When you get off the 19-year-old?
Unfortunately, she moved away before I got anything off of her.
Ah, damn her.
Really?
Yeah, damn her.
What were you going for?
No, I thought I was going to get something off of her, but then she freaking all of a sudden out of nowhere thought it was so cold that she just said I don't know. I think the reason she said she was moving was it's so cold. You just couldn't take it.
You sure she didn't say it'll be a cold day in hell?
No, she thought it was so cold here.
How cold was it?
Well, I don't know, but I know cold enough she moved someplace warmer.
Oh my God!
He made her move.
Oh my God!
I didn't tell her to move, but I said if you can't take it so cold, then what the heck are you living here in the winter time?
Sure.
And she,
so you kind of gave her the idea to leave.
Yeah, I kind of.
Good move.
Wow. I just keep looking, and we're just not getting to 11 o'clock.
Yeah, kind of regretted that.
It's called trying to get traction.
Oh my God, the fucking clock is going backwards at this point in my brain. What happened? Oh, that would just no.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot. If I'm going on some long trip, I think I'm closer than I think, and then all of a sudden I'm further. And
Objects in mirror are closer than they appear, and that's why.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
I'm looking out the window, and I think it's
all right.
I swear.
All right, just
I felt the
most
hanger.
Disappointed audience I've ever seen.
Yeah. All right, Danny, thank you so much for coming in and trying to save the show, but I think we failed there. They're calling you Radio Mold instead of Radio Gold.
Aw. What's
wrong,
the matter?
Patty?
Would you sit the fuck down? God damn you, dunce.
Why are you breathing so heavy? What's up? Are you done collecting the change?
It's my mesothelioma from working in the shipyards.
But now
Oh, wow. She's really stinking? Dude, really?
Patty, it's just a dumb...
I'm okay.
No, dude, sit down and shut up. Get E-Rock. I want a smell test on Patty. E-Rock. You could smell it from up there? Yeah. E-Rock, smell Patty's armpits. Could you please?
I perspire. What can I tell you?
Perspire what? Shit? No, get right in her armpit.
Yeah, her hair smells too.
And smell, really?
All right, what are we smelling? Our armpit?
No,
Yeah.
Take this off.
Wow, E-Rock, you want to see her?
Yeah, E-Rock.
All right, you sick fuck.
That's E-Rock's fucking...
E-Rock's fetish.
Yeah.
Alien body.
Take it off.
Shower now.
Is it bad? E-Rock, is it bad?
Yeah, she's just flapping her shirt around.
All right, smell right under that armpit. Get in there. Get a good sniff.
Oh, whoa.
Patty,
what are you doing?
you don't do a little,
You wear deodorant?
Yes, I do. But when I exert myself, I have, that's why I always have to take a shower when I get home from work. I can't stop.
if you had headphones on, you would know that mic's not working.
Yeah.
I'm just
hearing strange space noises.
I just want to go. It's so stupid. Thank you, Patty. You could pick up the rest of the change without the horse mask on, all right?
Yeah, and do it slow.
I just have to take another shower, that's all.
How about you look at her? She's fucking got more mics around her. What?
Stop it.
You might get her an asthma attack.
Not bad.
It's pretty bad, Patty.
Yeah.
Stop it. I'm not...
Don't breathe that in, Patty. You're going to have an asthma attack.
Patty, let us know, Monday, how much change that was. I'm curious.
Here, I sure will. I'll call in and let you
Oh, thank goodness.
Now, hip-hop, why would the mic work now if it wasn't working before?
This is a different mic.
Well, now that one's working, but it wasn't when you put it in front of her face. All right.
Oh, stop it! No, I really have to take a shower.
He sprayed it right down her ass crack. That's probably a real treat down there.
Yeah.
Ass crack, that doesn't usually smell when you're all sweaty. All right, Patty. Yeah, stay seated. You're a fucking wreck. Every time you're on the show now, we got to worry about you dropping fucking dead.
Yeah, we can't do bits with you
You're
anymore.
heaving, huffing, and puffing. Your fucking arthritis, your asthma, your fucking heart, your lungs.
Yeah, but I'm very strong, though.
No, you're not.
You can't even
You're
pick
a
up-
fucking sickly individual.
You can't even pick up change without it making it look like you just ran a marathon.
Yeah.
All right, we're closing out for the day. Thank you, Patty.
Thanks, Patty.
All right, take your change and pay a bill or something. All right?
Yeah, okay.
I want to thank the audience. And,
Yes. Thank you, peoples.
No. Do we have any other slug lines we have to get through before we say goodbye until Monday? We good?
Yo, man, we square. Are we square?
We're square.
You shot me in the fucking face.
Yeah, line of the day or Patty picking up change or whatever the fuck they want to sponsor is brought to you by DirecTV. Call 888-961-DirecTV. You don't have that DirecTV, do you, Patty?
No, I don't. I have regular TV with regular set cable. That's
Oh, you have cable, though.
So you have regular TV, not to be confused with DirecTV. Call 888-SHUT-UP, 961-DirecTV. Thank you, guys. We'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Right.